people will come, Ray.
What's your name, son?
They calls me few clothes. I've been called nigger. Life this semester is not going to be easy for any of you. You're in trouble, aren't you, son? Now they will know why they are afraid of the dark. Where is the eye of the serpent?
You have come to me, my son.
For who now is your father if it is not me? When I am gone, you will have never been. What will your world be without me? My son. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
But you are not a Jedi yet.
And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming throws his shadow on the floor. And my soul, from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor, shall be lifted nevermore. You have forgotten who you are, and so have forgotten me. It is time. Everything the light touches is our kingdom. But a king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. One day, the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as the new king. Remember.
Super fam and bro Vengers alike, man, rest in peace to the GOAT, James Earl Jones, man. I just cannot believe it. I mean, bro is literally so many of our childhoods in so many different ways, right? Just paved the way for who we are as nerds in one way or another. And it's actually just it's a sad day for Star Wars fans across the world and just fans of James Earl Jones as well. I mean, he is literally he was, rest in peace, the grandfather of all things that's kind of nerdy in one way or another. I mean, he was there, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy It's crazy that James Earl Jones has now passed away at the age of 93 years old. Yo, definitely pay your respects in the chat. Drop definitely. It's just a sad day. It's a sad day. R.I.P. to the GOAT, James Earl Jones. 100%, man. I honestly can't believe it. I was astonished. That this happened. I just didn't know. I didn't even know like he was. Yeah, I didn't know he was sick or in the hospital. I didn't know anything that was going on at all. So I'm just so sad that this has happened today. Crazy way. Just crazy, man. So sad. Amongst all the other news that was going on, you know what I mean? All the news that happened, there was so much stuff happening today, and then James Earl Jones passed away as well, and I was just like, oh my God, like what? What in the hell? Like, R.I.P. to James Earl Jones, for real, man. It's just so sad, bro. I had no idea. I knew bro was, up there in age and all of that type of stuff, but I didn't know he was, in the hospital or anything like that. So, yeah, it was just, it's just very sad. I'm pretty sure we were just talking about James Earl Jones actually here on Marvel Bros. So, it's just super sad, man. And I definitely want to, we'll probably watch that tribute video again, you know what I mean, for him, and then kind of just talk some James Earl Jones stuff and talk some Star Wars stuff, and then get into all the other things that we were going to talk about today as well, to definitely pay our respects to the late and great James Earl Jones, man. It's just super sad. It's just very sad, man. Amongst all the crazy hype stuff that was coming out today, this definitely was just, man, just a damper on what was going on, So, again, we'll watch that video again, and then we'll get into all the good vibes and all the good stuff afterwards, just to definitely pay homage to him and make sure that we're all here and know what's going on. We are here for each other and all the nerdy things that may be happening. You know what I'm saying? So, let me see. I want to make sure all the stream stuff is going good and it's working. Thank you for the likes over there on the TikTok. Okay, everything is working and rocking. All right, I see Beezy's in here too. All right, let's get it. All right, so we're gonna check out this tribute video one more time, and then, like I said, we'll get into everything else. Let's go here with it. Okay, and then here. There we go. Whoa.
People will come, Ray.
What's your name, son?
They calls me few clothes. I've been called nigger. Life this semester is not going to be easy for any of you. You're in trouble, aren't you, son? Now they will know why they are afraid of the dark.
Bro had that wig on, man.
You have come to me,
Yo,
my son.
James Earl Jones rocking that wig, yo.
For who now is your father if it is not
Rocking
me?
them extensions.
When I am gone, you will have never been. What will your world be without me? My son. When I left you, I was but a learner.
Now I am the master. The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
But you are not a Jedi yet.
And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming throws his shadow on the floor. And my soul, from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor, shall be lifted nevermore. You have forgotten who you are, and so
gosh. Let me know
have
in the chat
forgotten
which is one of
me.
your favorite voice roles or acting roles.
Of James in
Wait.
Like, James Earl Jones, most iconic voices. And, like, I can't think of the most iconic.
It is time. Everything the light touches is our kingdom. But a king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. One day,
So much power.
the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as the new king. Remember.
Damn, bro. I'm so oh my goodness. Bruh, whoever put this video together, bro, you're a master. Bruh, a big RIP and an even bigger thank you to the man, the myth, the legend, James Earl Jones, yo. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's really heartbreaking, bro. All right, let's jump into chat and see how you guys are doing. Again, let me know what your first, when you were first exposure, when you were, man, I can't even speak correctly. When is the first thing that you remember of James Earl Jones, and what would you say is the most iconic role of James Earl Jones? We're going to hop in the chat real quick, and then I'll bring Beezy in here too, and then we'll start chit-chatting and yapping chat, okay? Okay, so let's, let me see. Where is, here you go. Man, bro, I'm so sad. That shit was so sad. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, let's get that, grab that, copy it. Okay, neither of those was the right one. What am I looking for? Here we go. Oak said, no, not James Earl Jones. Mufasa and the greatest of all time Star Wars villain Darth Vader. James Earl Jones died today at the age of 93. Big R.I.P. Death is a natural part of life. Rejoice for those around who can transform into the Force. R.I.P. Mr. Jones. Damn, that was really, that was a beautiful, touching quote to you. Man, yes, that. All of that, Marisu. All of that. I literally was talking about how he could go anytime yesterday, not knowing that he was in the hospital. Yeah, I wasn't aware that he was. I don't know. I'm not even sure what the cause of his passing was. I don't. All I know is bro is gone. R.I.P. James for real. I had no idea. Why is this how I'm finding out? Man, I just couldn't believe it. It's sad for all of us, but the man was ready for his final adventure. We just have to be brave enough to send him off. Marisu coming with heat tonight, okay? Marisu coming with heat tonight. She is our den mother right now. Like, bruh, that shit is so, man. I'm crying right now, bro. We are all collectively in shambles. I watched his Big Bang episode in tribute, partly because it also had Carrie Fisher. Oh, man. Yo, definitely going to have to watch that episode. I didn't even think about that. For real. Let me see. Okay, I think I've made it out of this. And now let's jump over here. I want to find a way to watch him as King Lear. As King Lear. Wait, I'm confused. My very first movie theater experience was Lion King in 1994. It was a pop culture phenomenon, even for me as a 5-year-old. I knew all the words to all the songs. Damn. That's so sad. That's just so sad, yo. But again, like you said, he was definitely ready. He was ready for his final adventure for surely. So while it is sad, I'm happy that he's at peace, especially with how once you get into them upper years like that, man, nothing is easy anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not crying, you're crying, we all crying. I mean, I am crying. Marisu said, no. I am actually in tears at this moment. R.I.P. You will be missed. That was a lovely tribute, but it says nothing of his 40 years of play performances. Yo, bro literally was doing, yeah. I mean, he's the guy. He was the guy. How do you even pay a proper tribute to 40 years of to a full life of excellence? I mean, my entire life, James Earl Jones has been that guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you even honestly pay an entire tribute to everything that even came before that? It's just, damn. Like, wow. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know he was doing plays. Marisu, you just put me on game. I'm gonna have to watch something. He definitely got that Macbeth vibe going on. You know what I mean? I'm holding in my tears, bruh. It's just so sad. I can't believe it. I know I keep saying that it's so sad, but it is. I wasn't prepared. Of course, no one is ever prepared for, as Marisu put it, the final adventure. But man. But as I said, hello, what is up to everybody in the chat? How you all doing, Super Fam and Bro Vengers alike? I hope you're all having as good of a day as you can. I definitely appreciate everybody for being here with me today. On today's agenda, we're going to be nerding out and talking about a whole bunch of nerdy things. I'm happy that we were able to pay our respects to James Earl Jones. And then, and now we are going to be getting into our regularly nerdy discussion. You can continue to drop all the things that you loved about James and all of his creative endeavors, whether that be with movies, voice acting, or just being a stage performer, as Marisu just let me know. I didn't even know he was doing plays. That's crazy. Let me know if you know anything about his plays and stuff like that too. But on today's docket, we're going to be talking about Spider-Man 4 and the new director. Also, we're going to be talking a little bit about X-Men From the Ashes, which is a new comic run that's going on with X-Men right now. And as well, we're going to be topping it off with a little bit of the fantastical nature of James Gunn's Superman. So we are getting into a little bit of everything. And of course, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Mike Beasy here with us to talk about all the good stuff that's going on. So I'm inviting you right now. Oh shit! Right when he accepted it, I accidentally booted him. That's my bad. My bad, Beasy. Come back. You gotta accept it again. That was my bad. Yo, hello. Okay, let me know when you all good in here, cause I got my stuff going. So BZ is in the call with us now. We just gonna wait for him to get his stuff ricking and rocking and rolling, and then we'll get it cracking. So, um, yeah, man, crazy stuff coming out today with Spider-Man 4, and just Spider-Man 4 director and all the news that they dropped. I think they dropped a good amount of news, so we'll definitely be diving into that, getting a little bit more understanding of what's going on with Spidey in this next movie that's going to be going on within the MCU. We'll probably talk a little bit more of course, this X-Men from the Ashes, a new beginning run, which has been pretty fantastic. I'm not going to lie. We'll also be talking about that and diving into this a little bit. And nerding out about all the different issues that they have, put out and whatnot, and then nerd out about that. And then, of course, like I said, wrapping it all up with some DC stuff going down. All right. You in here, Bees? Hello. I know you're in here, but I don't hear you. If you look at the little mic at the bottom or something, maybe you can click that on or off, or click the little arrow right there and see if it's set to whatever mic it needs to be set on or something. Because I know sometimes that shit do be tripping. Okay, he left. I think he's gonna jump back in. I'm gonna invite him again.
Accept.
There you go.
All right,
There
can
we
you hear
go.
me? There
All
we
right.
go.
Yeah.
There we go.
All righty. What's up with it, BZ? How you doing today, man?
I'm doing great, man. That was a beautiful video. Beautiful video.
Bruh, that
R.I.P.
video
to
was
the
so
man, the
touching.
myth, the legend, the god. That was
Bruh.
awesome, man.
Bruh, he was the guy for real. Like, bruh, it's just crazy. It's crazy. I think it's one of those things where even though we all kind of knew this day was inevitable, we also never thought it was gonna come. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those
Yeah, because
things, you
those
know?
kind of guys, people like him, man, basically you literally grow up on them, right? Like,
Yeah.
for as far as back as I can remember, like that's Mufasa. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the most
Literally.
menacing voice I had ever heard in Darth Vader. Like to this day, that's still like one of the most chilling voices
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. Nothing
To
really
this
touches
day,
that,
dude, and
bro,
I
at
sit in
all.
awe. It's amazing just how good it. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough, man. Because like you said, like he was like 93, I believe. So
Yeah.
you're on the back end of it, but
Yeah.
still, man, just when it hits, and it's like, dang, and it makes you reminisce of like where you were when you watched this,
Yeah.
when you saw that,
Exactly.
when you
Yeah.
realized the day you found out who it actually was, and
Yeah, I was about to
like,
say
oh,
that
that's
the
the
day that
guy.
you
There
make
was
the
the voice
connection that
behind it.
Mufasa is Vader, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
like
I remember
the
being a
the
kid and being like,
realization behind
"What
that.
the?" Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
complete opposites, right? You're like, hold
yeah.
on, wait a minute.
Like,
You mean
yeah.
to tell me
He is also
Mufasa
he is the best father while simultaneously being one of the worst ones. What?
being
You
the
know what I
worst?
mean?
That's how crazy it is. That's how crazy it is. So it's like having those moments, man. You go back through all of that
Yeah.
through the entire timeline now, and you're like, dang, man, that's crazy how all these years, but said 40 years of work, dude. I'm not even 40, dog. Like that's crazy. You've been working longer than I've been alive. You know
Bruh,
what I mean?
that
Like that's
is
crazy.
crazy. Yeah, that's insane.
That's crazy to think about it. And then a storied, legendary career, man. It's like, sheesh. It's like even the stuff you didn't. necessarily keep up with. Like you just knew he was that guy in it too.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
That's just how good it was, man.
and he's been popular for so long that it's just like other people across generations. He's been popular, really, and it's hard
Incredible.
not to even be because he's not only OG Mufasa. You know what I mean? Even in the
Mm,
remake, he was
mm.
Mufasa. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm
he
about to
he
say he was
got
still there. He was still Mufasa then.
he got both
You know
of
what
the
I'm
generations of Lion King fans, and it's like, bro, it's just man, it's gonna be insane to kind of to continue on and just kind of know this type of thing. You know what I mean? It's just
mm,
definitely
mm.
it's a sad day in in just the nerd realm for sure.
Oh
But at
yeah,
the
man.
same time, it's like it's a celebration really of just all of the
Absolutely.
amazing things that he was able to bring to the table across years and years and years of just multiple kids and adults and it's just wild, bro. Like what was that? I don't know what movie that was when he had that wig on, yo.
The wig
um,
was crazy.
the wig was crazy, but even then, even it looked like it was like Conan the Barbarian or something like. I don't know what that was. I don't know what it was, but whatever that was, it looked like he was probably the guy in whatever movie that was too. So it just goes to show he always has been just around,
Yeah,
and
he's
around
always.
in a major way.
Yeah, it's the cross generation thing is crazy because
Yeah.
everybody young and old knows who James Earl Jones is, man. It's wild.
Yeah, bro. And it's definitely wild. And then it's one of those if you don't know him, you definitely have heard him before. You just don't know that you've heard him. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Like you may
It's
not
like,
know him, but
oh,
if I tell you the character, you be like, oh,
oh, I didn't know
yeah,
that was him. It's
yeah.
always one of those for sure.
It's that, man. It's up there with like Whitney Houston, Kobe, like Chadwick. It's that level, man. That level of hurt.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. I definitely was just never. Who was ready for any of this stuff? Who, like, bruh,
Nobody,
you
man. You get attached to these people just via, however you consume the product. And, they become like household faces, household names. And, then now they're
for
gone. It's
real.
like, dang, man, what?
Exactly.
So,
The
yeah,
Big Bang
it's rough.
episode was their first time meeting. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
think about it. Because
crazy.
all of James Earl's work was in the sound booth.
Oh, I never even thought about that.
Think
Yeah.
about it. They were never on set together. They were never on set together. All of his work was in the sound booth.
Oh my God,
Yeah, isn't
that's
that crazy? Isn't that crazy? We got
crazy.
years
Oh
of work,
my
all this legendary work,
goodness.
and they never met in person until the Big Bang episode. That was their first
Whoa.
time meeting in person. Wild
That's
stuff. And they said,
whoa.
they said when she saw him on set, she said, "Dad."
Yo,
And even
that's
yeah, it's crazy. And Mark Hamill, he put out a tweet today that said "R.I.P. Dad." So it was like, dang, that hit hard. You know what I mean?
damn. That's
That hits
oh
hard. It's
my
like,
God, bro. That's
geez,
just that's wild, bro.
geez. So it hurts. You know what I mean? Holding back tears a little bit, but it's like, dang, man.
That's it's sad, but that's awesome. Like Marisu said, that's lovely. They took the opportunity, yo. I knew Big Bang
Oh
Theory
yeah.
was definitely a nerd. I know that everybody is. I'm pretty sure they're all really nerds in real life too. Like right,
Oh
like a
yeah, yeah, hundred
majority
percent.
of them, yeah. So that's
Oh
dope that
yeah.
they even got to be a part of that moment as well. Like that's all freaking
Imagine.
crazy, bro. I would have freaking fainted, literally.
Oh, I'd have been losing it. Imagine just being on set. You on set with Carrie Fisher, and then you're on set with James as well. Ooh, I
Like,
lost it,
bro,
man.
literally.
You know how many takes
I
we
wouldn't
have to
even
do
have been
messing
able
with
to
me?
met him because I'd have been passed
I'm
out. I
trying
would have
to.
fainted.
wait,
They'd
wait,
be
wait.
like,
I would have
ah,
messed
bro,
up
he'll
every
just
scene,
die.
dog. I would have messed up every scene. We have to
For real.
redo it. Take,
I would have been
take,
asking him questions.
take.
All right, so how many takes did it take you? You feel me to get the Mufasa speech down? You know what I mean? Like I'm just asking questions.
Ah, oh man. Oh, that's tough.
Crazy,
That's rough, man.
man, for real.
That's rough. But it's
Um,
beautiful. It's beautiful at the same time. So, yeah, what Mari Sue said was awesome. Was
for real.
incredibly accurate.
She was fucking
Incredibly
spitting.
accurate. Like right on the point. Right on point. It was deep, and it fit perfectly about. I think it's how pretty much everyone's feeling and how we all look at it. So
For
much
real.
appreciated.
The man had an EGOT plus Lifetime Achievement Award. Damn. Oh,
Come on now.
Bro,
Come on
go
now.
at it. Okay, I didn't
Come
know
on
all
now.
that. Now he got it.
Listen, we're talking about a
That's
legend, man. We're
that's
talking about a
wild.
legend. You know?
Now we gotta see that Mufasa movie. Oh, Kiwi. I understand what you're saying, Kiwi, but I don't think it's the same. You know what I mean? Bro, they better not try to capitalize on that Mufasa movie with Robert. Bro, they better not do that.
Listen,
They better
you
not
realize who
do
we're
that.
talking about here, right? When the last time remember last discussion we had about this entity, right?
Yeah, that's facts. They definitely gonna milk that shit. They definitely
We
they
ain't gonna
gonna
milk
get
every
every dollar for sure, bro. They gonna get every
you
dollar they
realize the
can.
company we talking about, right?
Oh goodness, brother. Yo,
Ooh, buddy.
that was Conan the Barbarian. Fun fact: Robert Jordan wrote Conan books. What? Wait, he wrote like the Conan the Barbarian books, or he just wrote some or was it like a free, like a free property thing where anybody could write about it? I'm pretty sure the other dude is like that too. Beowulf. I'm pretty sure Beowulf and Conan the Barbarian
Beowulf.
are like they're free game.
Look
Basically,
here, man.
anybody can do what they
First of
want with
all,
those characters.
Conan the Barbarian is another pop culture classic that a lot of people slept on, man.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I've never seen.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch at least one. Just go watch it.
What do you mean at least one? How many are there?
Just go. Just go. Just go watch at least like 1 to
How
5
many?
minutes of it. I promise you. 1 to 5 minutes of it. I promise you, you're gonna be hooked.
Oh, bro.
That's all you need. All you need is 1 to 5 minutes.
I'm definitely gonna check it out. That's who is that? Who is Conan the Barbarian? Aren't there two Conan the
Wigs were
Barbarians?
nuts though.
Aren't there two of those movies? Isn't there one with The Rock and one with Arnold? Or am I tripping? Hello?
Conan?
Yeah, Conan. Is that not The Rock? Who is
No,
that?
Rock was
Who was Conan then? I'm confused. I don't know. Because I know The Rock played somebody, bro. He played somebody. He played one of those.
No, it was
type
Arnold
of
who was
guys.
Conan. Arnold was Conan.
Arnold. Okay, Arnold was Conan. So who the hell? What am I thinking of then?
Rock was Hercules.
Hercules. Oh, okay, bet. Because I remember it was a dude in a jawstring. That's all I remember. You feel me? I know it's been a couple of dudes rocking them jawstrings out here, with a sword, bro. It's been a couple of them. You know what I mean? I don't remember which one is
loincloth and metal swords,
The
just
loincloth and
out
the
here
metal sword, bro.
out here in the desert,
Yeah, brother.
just chopping off heads and stuff, whatever. No big
Definitely
deal.
crazy. James got paid $5,000 for the first Star Wars. Was that bank though back then? I don't know. How long ago? When
Back
did that
then,
movie
bro,
come
come
out?
on, listen, you tell me something. If I could buy Star Wars for $5K right now, Star Wars would be in my possession. I would have Star Wars. Okay, you hear me? I would have Star Wars.
Man,
For $5K, oh yeah, give me a couple weeks. I got you.
give me a couple weeks. I got you. It's
Give me
crazy.
a couple weeks, I got you. Hang on. Yeah. Buy this? All right. Holla at me on the 15th. I'll be right back.
Holla at me on the 15th. It's diabolical. He wrote in the universe, but they were the best ones. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. I had no idea that Robert Jordan.
Yeah, that's a dope nugget right there. That's a dope nugget right there.
Yeah, bro. What the hell? It's crazy to see all of the. Yeah, it is a small world. Exactly. It's crazy to see all of the crossover and shit that be happening.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely got to watch Conan the Barbarian. Is there only one movie or is there more than one? I thought there was like a reboot or something.
I think it was a remake, but Arnold was the OG,
Okay.
or at least the one everybody cares about. Maybe I'll put it that way.
I feel that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go check that out.
Everything was practical back then, so like the wigs and the makeup and stuff was crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
I think it was like an 80s movie, 80.
Yeah, I think it was like 80s. Yeah, 82.
Early 82, 84, something like that. Yeah. So yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, bro, so James Earl Jones was in Star Wars, and then a couple years later, he was in Conan the Barbarian. He was he was
Like
on complete
the biggest
opposite
thing.
sides, bro. Like he was in super hard sci-fi fantasy, and then on the other side, super hardcore freaking fantasy barbarian shit. Like that's crazy work right there, bro.
Barbarian.
That's so insane.
Went
That's
from
lit.
went from space to
Yes,
freaking sword fighting in a
exactly.
hard, real like a hard
Bro, from
left.
space to prehistoric times. Like,
Yeah, that's
gee.
crazy.
What?
That is range. That is range, my guy. That is range.
There's 7 Conan the Barbarian movies. Holy shit! I didn't know that. Oh my goodness.
It's Fast and Furious type shit right there.
For real.
Jesus.
James
Like
Earl
who's seen all
Jones
7?
played Arnold's dad.
Also do, yeah.
Bruh, no way. So he was like Odin.
Listen, hey, it worked because Arnold's tan was always just
Oh yeah,
there. You know
it
what I
was
mean?
pretty chocolatey.
That man, Arnold's tan was insane. Okay, Arnold's tan was insane. If it was,
That's a good point.
it could have worked. It could have worked if he didn't open his mouth and talk to you. You probably could have passed.
Bruh,
It's off when he starts speaking to you. You're like, what?
that's why they put that
Yeah,
wig
yeah.
on James Earl Jones.
Yeah, but you put the wig on though. I'm just
They had to
saying,
balance it
can
out.
work.
You feel me? Arnold's tan, James wig, meet in the middle, father and son. You know what I'm saying?
Meet in the middle.
Yo.
Oh no, meet in the middle is crazy.
Yo.
Yeah, that man's tan was crazy. He got almost passed for like a light skinned brother. Like, man, I'm trying to tell you, Arnold's tan was crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. I'm looking at a picture right now, and I'm like, bro, what was he doing? Someone should have told him, hey, bro, look, maybe you should stop with the spray tan. You feel me?
Chill out with the tan, dog. Chill out. Just maybe don't use it today.
Maybe don't use both. You feel me? Get the tan or use the spray tan. You feel me? You can't use both of them, bro. You going out and sitting in the sun and coming inside and getting a spray tan. Like, come on, G. Like,
maybe don't use both.
Pick your poison.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that is nuts. Maybe don't use both.
What's happening here? Because them tans was crazy, bro. Them tans was always insane. Wait, Jason Momoa was Conan the Barbarian?
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
A young Jason Momoa? Bro, I didn't even know Jason Momoa was famous when he looked this young.
Didn't even know Jason Momoa was young.
Bruh, hold on. Let me pull this picture up because this is actually pretty. This is insane. I've never seen Jason Momoa look like this. This is crazy.
It's like some of those actors you just never seen before. Like you've never seen a young Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's always been old, always.
Exactly, bro.
It's like that.
Exactly. Wait, let me see. That's not it. No, that is it, right? Window. Yeah, that's it. And then, like, look at bruv. Like, what? What in the world?
Oh, no, that's wild.
Bro, what? I've never seen bro look like this before. I've never seen Jason Momoa look like this, bro. What is happening? Wait, where? Yo. This is crazy. What the hell?
I've seen Jason Momoa one way and one way only. With the way he looks today.
Facts. Own everything I love, bro. That's the only way I've ever seen Jason Momoa, bro. This is this baby face Jason. Yo, this is crazy.
Now, who is this man?
I wonder how many movies he's been in. I just didn't know it was him. Yo,
he's like, oh snap! Well, I would be so mad if I was like, it's a bunch of movies that I've seen and he's in them, and I just didn't know because he don't look like he do now.
Because he don't look like, bro.
I'll be so upset.
Jason Momoa.
I've been watching Momoa for how long? That's crazy.
Didn't Jason Momoa start in Stargate? What? Stargate?
Listen here. Listen here. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me.
Stargate, Jason Momoa.
I watched Stargate. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me.
Oh my God! Bro, there's no way this guy has dreads right here, bro. What? What the hell is happening? How did I not know about this, bro? Yo,
That is
look at this
absolute
dude.
insanity.
Oh my god.
That's insanity, dude. Looking at this man in the face for years.
Yo, what the hell?
I'm looking at the man in the face for years.
And bro got dreads, bro. What in the
For
hell?
years, dog. For years.
Yo. That's insane.
See.
Whew. That was really
Nah,
funny.
man.
I
Wild
really
times.
was ready for that. Oh.
Baywatch.
He was in Baywatch? What? He lost his eye. Wait, what? Wait, what's happening? Yo.
This is great. This is great. Let's keep going.
Baywatch, Jason Momoa. Oh my God! There is no way. My boy was out here looking like Taylor Lautner, by guy. What the hell? Ain't no way, brother. Is that brother? Yo, I swear I would have never believed anyone that told me that.
This is why these live videos exist. This is what this kind of stuff is for. It's why this space exists right here.
Brother, you telling me bro got his start?
Listen, man. This is great.
Man.
This is great.
You're telling me the dude from Baywatch became Aquaman? Come on, that's ironic as hell, bro.
Isn't that crazy?
That's ironic, brother.
That's.
Yo, he was in Johnson Family Vacation. Okay, I definitely remember that movie. Who the hell was he in that?
Hang on. I remember that one too.
Brother. Bruh. This man has not had the same hairstyle in any of these things that we have looked up, bro. First went from short hair to locks to the easy breezy beautiful cover girl. Bro, look, he look like Kraven the Hunter right here. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, this man, Kraven the Hunter. Yo, bro, this man got the most versatile hair in the game right now, man.
Yo, not hair versatility, brother.
It's like Terrence Howard level versatility, man. This is wild. This is wild.
For real though, I'm flabbergasted. This is going on right now, brother. What the heck?
This is a whole Calvin Klein model right here, man. This is wild.
Oh, look at this dude. Yo, this is crazy.
Bro,
this is insane. I would have never
freaking heartthrob over here, man. This is crazy.
Yo, I literally did not know I've been watching Jason Momoa my entire life. You know
looking at Jason Momoa, I've been looking this man in the face for years, dog.
You telling me this man has worked with Cedric the Entertainer and freaking David Hasselhoff?
That's a pretty good resume.
Bro's resume is crazy. What in the world?
I feel like I'm not a big enough fan of him now.
Bro, legit. Bro went from, you're telling me,
I feel like I'm disrespecting him. I feel like I'm disrespecting him. I am sorry, Mr. Momoa. I was not familiar with your game.
Bro came up, bro. He went from Baywatch to Johnson Family Vacation to being Conan the Barbarian, bro, and now, and then Aquaman, G, like, what the hell? He was in Game of Thrones. My guy came up.
Yeah, I knew Game of Thrones. Yeah, season 1. Yeah. I remember Game of Thrones. He was getting wild in that one.
Yeah, he was getting freaky in that thing, man.
He was getting wild in that one. Yeah, he was getting wild in that. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's just crazy. What in the world?
Yeah, I knew GOT for sure. I was waiting for we get to that one. I was like, yeah. That one, I
He
actually
got
remember his face in
headbutted
that
by
one.
a shark and his eye came out of his head. What? What?
Sound like
What?
some Aquaman shit to me.
Bro,
Sound like some Aquaman shit to me. Just saying. Just
what the
saying.
hell?
You hear the lack of surprise on my voice? You hear the lack of surprise?
Yo, that's insane.
That's Aquaman, dog.
Bro, I was not ready for this level of Jason Momoa lore right now. G, like, what the fuck? This is insane. I'm definitely gonna have to do a Jason Momoa video. Yo, Jason Momoa, the best actor you never knew. The best actor you never knew, you always knew. You feel me? Like, bro, what in the world?
Watching this man for years, dog.
That's crazy.
Didn't even know it. I've been looking at this dude. I've seen almost all these things we've mentioned.
Legit. That's why I'm like, wait a minute. How is
Crazy.
this possible?
It's crazy right now. Like, what? He was what?
Bruh.
He was who? He was where?
Yo.
He. We were watching this dude. Oh, man.
I thought it was
years,
random
man,
when
we
it
watched this
became
man for years.
Aquaman. Now everything makes a lot of sense, actually.
That would make sense. I was like, oh, okay. Now I see where they found this man.
It's like, oh, Baywatch, Conan the Barbarian. I understand. Like, I understand what you were going for.
I get the look now.
Yo, that's crazy. Well, that was wild. I was not ready for that, chat. I'm not gonna lie. That was amazing.
Chat, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, that's for real.
Chat is lit. Y'all are dope.
That was insane.
Y'all are dope, man.
That was crazy. Who would have freaking thought, bro? And everybody just kept throwing names in. Like, nah, he was also in this. Nah, he was also in this, bro. Don't worry about that.
I loved it.
Don't forget about this, G. Like, oh my God.
I kept seeing all of these things. What?
Yo.
We've literally been watching Jason Momoa's entire career, not knowing it.
His entire
That's
career
wild.
since he was 16 years old, bro. What the
That's
hell?
wild.
I thought this dude just got famous. These guys are literally just growing beards and becoming different people. Like, what the hell?
Grew the beardiest beard, man.
Yo, that's insane.
It's like, nah, it took years. It didn't just happen overnight. He had a little peach fuzz, and then it grew. He went the normal route, like
He
the
came
rest of
up
us.
with
I
his
get
beard.
it now.
He came
He came with the beard, exactly.
Yeah.
It takes time.
It takes time.
Those of us with beards understand it takes time. He took the time. All right, I respect it. I get it.
That's all right, G. Yo. I'm not ready, bro. I just wasn't ready. That's crazy. Shout out to Jason Momoa, man. Because what the hell?
Oh man,
Bro might
Shout
be
out
one
to
of the
the chat.
best actors ever, bro. Like what? Bro
Chat's
is one of the
crazy.
most versatile. Bro's one of the most versatile actors ever. But bro's IMDb gotta go crazy. Like what the hell?
Oh, imagine we just look up
Bruh.
Jason Momoa movies. Oh, bro.
Come on, bro. This shit is insane.
Oh, bro.
It gotta be insane.
Like, like the Xfinity app and just search Jason Momoa. Oh, man. All the movies that's going to pop up with that. Oh.
My mom sends me pics of Jason Momoa. I've asked her not to.
I've asked her not to.
Yo, so that's where you get it from, huh, Marisu? You got it honest, is what you're telling me. Yo. That's crazy. Whew, okay. Bro, that rabbit hole really had me rolling. Like I gotta calm down because that shit was comedy.
That was a mean rabbit hole, man.
That was a mean rabbit hole, bro. Like what the hell just happened?
Was not prepared. Hey, look, I like when things go off on their own tangent, but this was a tangent I did not see coming.
Yo, like I did not expect that at all, bro.
Yo.
The dots that started connecting,
crazy.
it was insane. Like no movie was like the other. Like
bro,
none of those movies
we pieced this man's career together. That was crazy.
And none of that shit was the same. Like, how did he even get cast
No.
from one thing to the next? Like, oh, you saw him in Baywatch and thought he would make a good Conan? Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, bro, what? Like, bro, where does the connective tissue happen, bro? Like, what?
Baywatch. You know what? That Baywatch guy might be a great Conan.
You know, the dude that was in
Fuck that.
Johnson Family Vacation with Cedric the Entertainer, he would be a crazy Aquaman, bro. He wasn't even a star in the movie. He was just a side
Another
character,
guy.
bro.
Another guy.
He was like the love interest for the daughter. You feel me? Like it wasn't even a big. That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. The come up is real for Jason Momoa, bro.
Shout out to Jason Momoa, man. He is seriously. He did it. He did it. I'm proud of him.
Bro, he did it. He did the thing, bro. He did the thing.
I'm proud of him, dude.
Does bro have like celebrity parents or something? Like, do we not know? Is he like a nepo baby and we just don't know? Like, does he come from a long line of Momoas that we don't know about that are all famous, bro? That shit would be crazy, bro.
The Momoa family tree.
Yo, no, I'm about to 23 and meet this dude, bro. Somebody. What's going on, G? I'm confused.
He did it, man. I'm proud of him. I will see everything he's in forever now. Listen,
I'm a fan. I was
I'm
already a fan.
Like,
now I'm even
you know,
more of a fan.
watching
You know
him.
what I mean? Like,
Been watching him. I was a fan that didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. I was a fan that didn't even know it.
What do they
Crazy.
say? Long time watcher, first time chatter. You know what I mean? Like, bro. Like, what the... like, bro, what's going on, bro? That's just crazy. Oh, man.
Oh, man. That was great.
Yo, from Shark Attack to Aquaman, the Jason Momoa story.
Just a little boy. Sorry.
Okay, I'm done. Okay, shit, that was
All
hella
right,
funny.
regroup, recollect. Oh my goodness.
That shit was hella funny. All right.
Oh wow, what a turn that took.
I'm gonna be talking about this for a while now. Like I'm about to just
That
be
is
asking
crazy.
people, bro. Did you know that Jason Momoa was in Baywatch, bro? Like what?
Randomly start conversation.
I'm about to text like 15 people after this live is over. Like, bro. Like, bro.
Start sending Jason Momoa pictures to people. Did you know he was in this movie?
About to put a collage, Jason Momoa over the years.
The many faces of Jason.
Yeah, the many faces of Jason. Jason Momoa behind the mask.
Oh man.
Fuck, man. Okay. All right. Back to the regularly scheduled programming, yo.
All right, guys.
So today, I don't know if anybody saw it, but we do now have the official director for Spider-Man 4, and it's actually a W director in Destin Daniel Cretton, who was the director of Shang-Chi, and I think when I Googled his name, it said Wonder Man next to it. So I don't know if he's doing stuff with Wonder Man as well. Yeah, he is. Okay.
Yeah, he's doing Wonder Man too.
So Wonder Man, Shang-Chi, and now also Spider-Man 4. So I think this is actually a major W, bro. I'm not going to lie. I think this is a huge dub.
Mm-hmm.
We have the article from the Hollywood Reporter as well. So we can kind of see what's going on there a little bit too. But what's going on, BZ? What is going on, man? What do you know about this? Or should I read the article first and then dive into you? Well, not dive.
Yeah. Let's go with the article first. First, and then we'll dissect.
All right, bet. Let's see. So we got the article here coming from the Hollywood Reporter. The filmmaker behind Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is in talks to sign and on to direct Spider-Man 4, and the move brings an end to speculation of who would spin the web for one of the biggest franchises in Hollywood. Cretton will bring fresh blood to this iteration of Spider-Man, which stars Tom Holland, and is co-production between separate studios, Sony and Disney-owned Marvel Studios. It will make him the fourth director to take on a Spidey solo feature. John Watts directed the previous three Holland starring films, while Mark Webb helmed the two Amazing Spider-Man movies. And of course, Sam Raimi directed Tobey Maguire's trilogy, as we all know. The Holland Spider-Man movies have got $1 billion. It's $1 billion franchise, as we all know as well. Spider-Man No Way Home was enticing the pandemic-weary audiences out of their homes and grossing almost $2 billion after it was released in December 2021. I did not know that fact. That's freaking crazy.
Yep.
I didn't know it dropped $2 billion on us. That's insane.
Yeah. Because it had called Avatar.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. That. That's actually insane. Chris McKenna and Eric Summers are back on script duties, and Chris McKenna and Eric Summers are who did the first trilogy as well with John Watts, if I'm not mistaken. They wrote on the first three movies of Tom Holland stuff, and now they're writing this movie as well. So same writers, but new director, basically. So same vibe, but just a whole different vibe at the same time. I think that's going to be awesome. Sources say that Spider-Man is running, not crawling, full steam ahead, and will shoot early next year. It's unclear what the story will be, as No Way Home ended with the world forgetting that teenage Peter Parker was the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That memory wipe included those closest to him, including MJ, Zendaya, who no longer even knew who Peter was. In June 2023, Holland told The Hollywood Reporter that he and the producers had recently undergone a series of meetings on a potential fourth installment, and the first three meetings were about, why would we do this again? And I think we find the reason why, Holland said. Money, of course. Creighton is popular in the Marvel fold. His Shang-Chi is considered a highlight in the post-Avengers Endgame phase of movies. That's a fact. And he was on board to direct the mega-budget Avengers The Kang Dynasty, but dropped off last November amid the project's changing production schedule and evolution stemming from Jonathan Majors' assault trial. Man, that shit was so sad. That shit's so sad. Man's Jonathan Majors changed this dude's career too. That's crazy. That the ripples that came from Jonathan Major trial stuff is insane. Marvel has always wanted to find another feature for him, and so him nabbing the Spidey gig is also a vote of confidence on his work on Wonder Man, Marvel Television's Disney Plus series that stars Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, which is also in production. The filmmaker remains attached to direct a live-action adaptation of Naruto. I forgot about that live-action Naruto that he's supposed to be doing, and a sequel to Shang-Chi, but it's unclear how Spider-Man will affect those projects, yo. So this dude is that guy right now in Hollywood, it seems like, actually. It seems like bro is really about to be that guy for a while. So it's really good that, I'm happy he has this Spider-Man thing under his helm right now. As it said in the article, Shang-Chi is definitely something that is greatly beloved before Marvel fans. A lot of people didn't like the ending, of course, with the whole giant kaiju battle thing. But other than that, people usually love everything else that was going on in Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings. So, chat, let us know how you guys are feeling about this. Do you think this is a W for the director for Spider-Man 4, or do you not think this is a W? Let me know in the chat. Give us a 1 in the chat for a W. Give us a 2 in the chat for an L. And Beezy, how do you feel about this? And of course, give us your thoughts and theories and stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I agree with you. This is an absolute W for a few reasons. One, if, like you said, Shang-Chi was a beloved film, I absolutely enjoyed that film. I loved that film. It was one of my favorite films of that year. If you take a look at what happened in that film, how in the third act, how it got very fantastical, it got big, it got action, the visuals were just crazy.
I would say it got epic. I think that's the word I would use. Like,
there
it got
it is.
epic
There
at
it is.
the end. Like, it got epic.
It got epic. It kind of took on almost like a comic book form itself, right?
Yeah, for real.
You're gonna get that style with Spider-Man, and the thing to think about here is now we've all realized at this point that Marvel is has called an audible. They brought back RDJ
Yeah.
for Doomsday, right? This Spider-Man film sits in between Doomsday and Secret Wars. All right.
Ooh.
Think about that for a second.
Okay.
Think about that for a second. So, No Way Home flirted with the multiverse, right?
Definitely.
Flirted with all the different versions that are out there. Okay, we got 3 Spider-Man in that movie. So now the fourth one is sitting behind a film that is most definitely going to give us more multiverse aspects, and is sitting in front of a film that is 1000% multiverse centered. So that Spider-Man film coming off of Doomsday, we are going to see the fallout from what happens in Doomsday, and knowing that that is multiverse coming off of Spider-Man's last movie that was multiverse. I think you guys can go ahead and lock it in for this Spider-Man movie also having aspects of the multiverse. All right.
Yeah.
So expect some of that stuff we got teased at the end with Spidey. No Way Home. Expect more of those things happening, right? Expect the huge fights, the huge visuals, a lot of swinging, a lot of jumping around, a lot of crazy stuff, right? We got some
Yeah.
pretty good fight scenes off in that movie. You know when they took on.
Bro, Spider-Man No Way Home was insane.
I'm telling you, they like we got some really good stuff with the spiders versus the villains, right?
Yeah.
So expect that on an even larger scale now, because we have a lot more to play with here because of just where this movie sits in the timeline of things. And
Okay.
so, so it's a lot to this movie just got bigger. Let me put it that way. This movie got bigger. Originally it was going to be like a grounded type thing, which it was going to fit perfectly because Spider-Man is generally a street level guy,
Yeah.
right? But Tom has been part of this multiverse saga and pretty deep in it, actually. So I mean,
For real,
him
for
and
real.
Strange are hand in hand at this point. You know
I
what
was
I
about to
mean?
say him and Strange definitely were like they was the breaking point for a lot of stuff for
Yeah,
sure, for sure.
exactly. They are the tipping point, exactly. So they're kind of almost another catalyst in this thing themselves.
That's true.
So so it's going to be kind of hard to kind of back off of that
And of
anyway.
course Sony, bro. Sony being
And then
Sony,
and
bro.
then Sony being money hungry. Let's just call it what it is. Let's
For real,
call it what
for
it
real.
is. I don't blame them though, but let's call it what it is. Sony want that cash, man.
Yeah, I mean,
You already
how do
got the
you
most
not want
popular
to
hero in the
dive into
world.
that bag, bro? Like, how can you not?
Yeah, I'm
Especially
telling you,
after seeing what just
your
happened.
last one cracked 2 billion. Come on, man.
Yeah,
You think?
bro.
Come on. Well, let's think of it. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. If you're Sony, your last one cracked 2 billion. You had 3 spiders in it. Are you not going to flirt with that again?
Facts. Though that's true.
You know what I mean?
And it's
Think
even
about
more
it.
insane because Beyond the Spider Verse or Into the Spider Verse and Across the Spider Verse had like hundreds of Spider-Man, and that did not, you know what I
There we
mean? And
go.
it didn't do the same. It didn't do the same thing in the same way, but it was a phenomenon, and all this other stuff was definitely
Mm-hmm.
hidden. But they like, bro, hold on, we can have 3 Spider-Man for the price of, you know what I mean? Like for the
Yes,
price of
exactly.
30, bro. Like and double
Listen,
our profits, bro, for real, for real. So why wouldn't we
two
do that
Billy,
again?
2 billion coming off the pandemic. 2 billion.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's actually insane. That's wild. I
that's
never even
wild.
thought
That's
about it like
wild.
that.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
December 21, fresh out of the pandemic, fresh out of it. 2021, dude.
No, and
2021. People were
the
still
theaters
scared.
were
People were still
packed,
scared.
bro. The theaters were packed. I remember. Like,
Oh, they let it run. Back at that time, the theaters were only running 45-day theater times, and they were
oh
turning around and
yeah,
dropping them on streaming.
facts. They
Spidey,
let that thing
No Way
run.
Home had a full theatrical run. They pushed back Morbius. They pushed back Morbius to
That
let
did
Spider
happen.
run some more.
I forgot about that.
Look, man, No Way Home was in theaters till almost the spring.
Yeah, that was
Dude,
crazy.
the weather
Yeah.
was about to change, and No Way Home was still in theaters. It was about to come out on home release and still riding in theaters.
No, I do remember
That's
that. I
how
was
big
like,
it
wait.
was.
I was like, the movie's still in theaters and it's coming out on DVD
Dude,
next week?
and they
Like,
were
what?
advertising. They were advertising home release, and it was still in theaters.
Yeah, that was wild.
That's how big that was. So now on the other side of it, with what else, with all the other things we got with it, with the two Spider-Man animated films, with Loki season 2, with everything that we've gotten multiverse wise, Deadpool and Wolverine now, we're on the other side of that now.
For real.
We couldn't even see how big it was going to be from the front side.
That's
But now we're
so
on the
true.
back of it. And it's huge now, right? Even after the Jonathan Major stuff, the Loki stuff is still big.
Truth, truth.
So this is where we are now. You think that's not gonna hit again?
Yeah, that's facts.
Sony, like, do it again. Do it again.
Do it
Bring them
again,
all
but
back.
bigger. Yeah, do it again,
But
but
bigger.
bigger.
Do what you did last time, but do it bigger. That's our notes. The end. Go for it. Have
Because it
fun.
was, yeah, because I mean, to be real, they really did only tease us with what we got last time. Like that, like we really
Yeah,
weren't
just
like
the
going
cheese.
crazy into it with the Spider-Man multiversal stuff in No Way Home,
Dog.
like at all,
We
bro.
got
Like that
we got
that was literally
silhouettes.
like
They gave us
scratching the
silhouettes.
surface. Yeah,
We
that's
looked in the
true.
sky at silhouettes and everybody lost it.
That's facts.
Silhouettes, bro. And they only
Yeah,
showed like 6 of them. Silhouettes, not even a full reveal, and everybody lost it.
yeah,
That's how
yeah.
crazy.
That
That's
was
how big
insane.
Spider-Man is. And then you got that on top of where we are in the story, in the arc, in the saga. Man, I'm telling you, all the things are adding up for something incredibly epic. And then they got an epic man in Cretan to do the job. Listen,
Right, yeah, that's really crazy, brother. Like,
that's insane, right? That's insane. And then
cause
they got the
Shang-Chi
team that
was
worked on the first trilogy. I don't see
like,
any
bro,
flaws
yeah,
here.
like how do you get such a that's what I was about to say. It's like this is such a banger of a decision that it doesn't even seem like a decision that they made after the fact. You know what I mean? It's like
You know what? You know that's crazy because they
you know,
spent so much
like,
time trying to find somebody. They spent all
exactly,
this time looking
bro.
for directors. I had so many names. I had so many names that they were looking at, and I was
Damn.
like, okay, okay, we got these guys. We got these guys. These guys sound good. This guy sound good. Okay. But the whole time, freaking Cretans right here. Just come on over here,
Just
dude. Just do what you did with
chilling.
Shang-Chi. Just go right here. And then they just like it feels like it shouldn't even have been a process.
Exactly, bro. Like I don't think I've heard anybody even say his name in the discussion of like, oh, it would be
Right.
dope if the Shang-Chi director did Spider-Man. Like no one even said that, but it's so obvious because that movie of Shang-Chi was it's if you look at it, it is very similar to No Way Home in a way because you start it
Absolutely.
like almost super grounded in a way, and then you just slowly
Mm-hmm.
ramp up to some crazy fantastical shit going on at the end.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
You went full
Like that
comic book at the end. You
you
went
go
full
full
on comic
comic
book at
book.
the
Like
end.
you start off
But
as like a
we weren't even
regular
dealing with reality anymore. It was
yeah,
just, all
bro.
right, go for it,
Yes,
whatever.
that's true.
We're just all up. Hey, we just out with it now. Oh, your dragon's coming out to sea.
It-
Hey, look, whatever, bro.
that shit was crazy, brother.
Whatever.
I never thought I would see anything like that, man. I never thought I would
It
see
was
anything like that.
wild.
And
I'm
just
like, you
because
know what? This
just
is insanity.
a
Keep
little
going.
note because we're also going to be talking about X-Men from the Ashes, and in one of those comics there is a dragon, right?
There's
So
a
I'm
freaking dragon.
I'm like, bro, we just went full comic book. Like I
We
never
went
thought we would see some shit like that happen, brother, because
full
in
comic book, bro.
yeah,
That's the
man,
only way I can describe it. That's the only way I can describe it. We went 100% comic book.
and people could
I
not
don't know what else.
handle it, bro. People could not handle it. People's
I'm
minds
sitting
literally
there. I'm
were
sitting there in the
exploding.
theater, and I'm like, yo, we are literally in a comic book right now. Like, but
I was like, yo,
we got dragons flying around.
I was like, yo,
We
there's a
got
dragon.
monsters coming out of
It's
the
freaking
mountaintop. Like,
Cthulhu.
what?
What the hell is going on? There's a dragon fighting Cthulhu right now in this freaking
Yo,
Marvel movie, bro.
yo,
And they've
yo,
been
a
doing
whole freaking
hand-to-hand
dragon, dog.
combat for the last hour and a half.
Bro,
And now they're
bro,
freaking
a
fighting with
dragon with a
dragons and
mustache.
Cthulhu's. Gee, like that shit was so
We,
lit, bro. And people were mad
yeah,
at it. I was like, y'all don't
that was,
even know. I'm hyped, bro.
y'all just don't understand. Yeah, just don't, but that's where we are. That's the
Yeah.
man we got on Spider-Man. And if you think about it,
Sheesh.
some of Spidey's villains can get a little wacky, right? So we're in
Hell
wacky
yeah.
territory, and here we are. And now,
He
again,
fights
it's
a dude
almost
that
like
turns into a giant sand monster. Like you don't get any more fantastical than that, bro. Like one of One of his villains rides a freaking glider around and
Hey,
throws gas bombs.
and throws bro
These
gas. Well,
dudes are
we got pumpkin bombs. We got gas
pumpkin bombs.
bombs.
There you go. He got the pumpkin
We
bombs,
got
bro. And he's dressed as a
bro.
freaking goblin. Like, come on, G.
bro.
Like,
We
what are
got
we
people
doing?
just as rhinoceros. It's. But this is where we are, and it makes so much sense. And it's almost like, well, why are we even bothering with trying to be grounded with Spider-Man with where we are? So let's just go for it. Like I get it. We want Kingpin. We want Daredevil. We
Yeah,
want to see all that punching, beat them up. Let's go for it.
for real.
But
I really
like,
want that. But at the
but
same
where we are
time,
right now. But at the same time, but like I'm like, it's like either why not go big? We're already there. Just do it again.
yeah, that's true.
So it's like,
I
why was
feel
this
it.
even a decision? Why was this a whole process? It's like I don't
But
see. I
and
see
on
no
the same
weaknesses
hand
here.
too, it's like, did we really think that did we really think that Doctor Strange spell was gonna hold forever? You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely not.
There's a lot
Absolutely
of
not.
stuff
No
that they
way.
can do with it. Like, did we
No
really think
way.
that this was gonna be fine? Like, did we really think that this was just gonna go over smooth? Like, this didn't
This
even
was the
go over
solution.
smooth in the
Everything's
comics
cool.
when this happened. You know what
Yay.
I mean? Like,
Yeah. It
like
never works out.
it never
It
works
never works
out,
out.
bro. Like,
Never works out.
so
Like,
yeah.
yay, everything's fixed. Woohoo, next movie. It's like, no, bro, that's not it. Matter of fact, during it, Peter jacked up the spell during the spell. So you
Bruh.
know what I mean? So nah, man, nah. And there's always a price when it comes to magic. That old trope. But more than anyone, Doctor Strange is always saying it. So there's going to be some fallout there. And then knowing again who we're dealing with Doomsday, who is a
Yeah,
sorcerer himself. I mean, that
that's
spell's pretty
true.
much cooked, dog. That spell's pretty much cooked, dog.
That's true. They could
I
even
mean,
tie that shit
it's up.
into it. You know what I mean? Because
I'm right,
I know
right.
because when with like the whole Future Foundation, Peter Parker, Victor Von Doom stuff, there is a little bit of stuff going on sometimes there.
hmm
So they
hmm
could do something. They could do a lot with that for real.
Venom crossover. I'm looking at
Yeah, I
Marcel.
was about to
Yes,
say.
yeah, that's even more possible now. And we already got the symbiote in the MCU. So yeah, for sure. As we reach
But you feel
closer to
me?
Secret Wars,
You feel me? This is what they saving
you know what I
that, bro.
mean.
They
So like,
saving
this
that
is
for this.
all this is all setting up more epic. We're getting more epic as we get deeper into this. So it's like, all right, the more we think about all of these little details and how big this thing actually is, the more it makes sense that Creighton is now the guy.
Yeah, for real,
It all kind of fits in.
for real. I'm hyped,
It's
man.
the whatever.
I'm hyped, bro. For real, for real. I'm hyped.
Oh.
I think that we have a lot of stuff on board. I'm not gonna lie. I really, really, really wanted him to direct the Avengers movie, but I'm pretty sure that's why he's directing this movie because it's going to be a mini
hmm
Avengers movie, very similar to how the last Spider-Man movie was like a mini Avengers movie. So
Yeah, and that's kind of how they're moving now.
I was
It's
about to
kind of a
say
cheat
that
code.
all of these
It's
movies
kind of a
should be
cheat
like
code. You know what I
that.
mean? All of these movies are going to have like multiple
Yeah,
heroes in it because that's just where it is. These kind of things are now they're too big for one hero to kind of handle on their own. Now, like we're
yeah,
just past that point where one guy can solve all their problems by punching it.
yeah.
We're way past that.
Yeah, I was going to
We're
say that.
way
We are
past
way
that, dog.
past that, bro.
We're way past, bro. We're talking about aliens, and we're talking about
Uh-huh.
different versions of the same person. Bro, we are way past one guy defeating it and beat him up, go home, end of movie. Next one, we're way
Yeah,
past that, dog.
that's real. That's real. That's super real. I agree with that completely. Like
Yeah,
we need these mini team up movies. It doesn't even always need to be a team specifically. Like the
right,
Marvels.
exactly.
Like I didn't come out of the Marvels thinking that they were gonna be a team forever. You know what I mean? It's like, okay,
No, it was
whenever they team up, they gonna be the Marvels. You feel me? Like, but they not a
yeah,
team
completely
forever.
circumstantial,
And I need more
completely
stuff like that.
circumstantial.
Exactly, circumstantial. We need more of those circumstantial team ups going on for real, for real.
There we go. And it's like, all right, I don't really like you like that, but we got to stop this guy over here. So help.
Yeah. Kiwi said if they want to do multiversal stuff, include the guy from that Japanese Spider-Man movie, along with Nick Hammond. The Japanese Spider-Man movie. I'm not sure what you're talking about with that, but yeah. Yeah, they need to go. I understand why they're going multiversal. Continue to go multiversal in the multiverse saga until you can go grounded, which is something
Mm-hmm.
that's something that I was always kind of like, bruh. If they just start going grounded right now, when we're about to have this huge paradigm shift to everything that is grounded, it's gonna have people a
Mm-hmm.
little mad, and I think that's why they didn't want to give us as many like breadcrumbs, I guess, or payoff to breadcrumbs as there are right now. Because
Yeah.
if they're going to do the whole thing of the soft reboot, which I think they're going to do, but not everyone
Oh yeah.
thinks that that's inevitable. You know what I mean? But I'm like, yeah, well, it is, buddy. Doctor Doom is Robert Downey Jr. That's not going to be forever, bud. So we
No,
got to
not at
have
all.
some type of reboot to get proper Doom in our universe and all that other shit that's going to go on. So
1,000%.
it'll be really interesting to see how all of that happens, and it makes sense to go way fantastical and like do a huge blowout thing and then
Mm-hmm.
have it like explode into this huge thing and then start something anew. You know what I mean? Very similar
Yeah,
to
and, like it
like,
has to be that way.
yeah, you gotta have like another Big Bang go on. Basically, like you gotta have a Big
Yes,
Bang and everything
there it is.
start from the thing, and then it has to explode into a whole new universe.
It has to be. It has to be on that level of ridiculously epic right now. Like it has to go so far into the fantastical realm that it's like, all right, the only way is to blow all this shit up and go again. 'Cause that's where we are now. We're approaching the climax, and it has to be so over the top that it's like, all right, the only way to stop this is to like just blow everything up, have all the Earths crash into each other, and reset because there's no other way to go past this, and you can't just keep this kind of story going forever. So I don't know why people are thinking there's not a soft reboot coming, because
Yeah.
this kind of storytelling with the level that it's at, you cannot keep this thing going forever. Like it has to be at hard stop or transition at least.
And
And
and I always be
that's where
like,
RDJ comes in. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like you're not gonna bring and you're not gonna bring Robert Downey Jr. in to play someone other than who Robert Downey Jr. was playing, right? He's going to be Tony Stark, but he's just Doom. So it's not like I mean, look how this all lines up. You're not gonna place Tom Holland behind RDJ and not have them interact with each other.
Bruh, it's yeah, man. It's gonna be
There's
crazy
no
because
way.
I,
There's
I
not a
see
tighter
everybody.
relationship in the MCU than
Bruh,
Tony Stark and Peter Parker.
for
It was
real.
mentor, mentee, father, son. It was literally all of those things. Like, how sad was it when he got snapped away?
For real.
That moment when he's in Tony's arms, dog. Like, how sad was that?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. That
Like, there's
was
no way you're not going to build upon that and have these guys interact again and put them right after each other and think that there's not going to be any interaction and think he's not going to be a Tony Stark variant. I
that
don't care what
shit's
nobody says.
crazy. Yeah, that shit's
You don't
crazy.
bring back your ace in the hole. You don't bring back your ace in the hole to be somebody else other than the ace in the hole.
The thing that really be having me rolling about it is because obviously they're coming out and they're like, hey, like, I'm playing Victor, like, Tony. I called that man Tony. Robert Downey Jr. came out and was like, I'm playing Victor Von Doom and all this other stuff. And it's like, it is so interesting how they are choosing to do this stuff. It's like, it's like, hey, I am Robert Downey Jr. I'm coming back to play the one and only Victor Von Doom. I'm the only person that can play him. You know what I mean? That's how they even announce it. The only person
That's
that
how they're
can
doing
play
it.
Victor Von Doom, like Robert Downey Jr. It's like, bro, okay, all right, buddy.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah.
literally giving us the breadcrumbs, and people are like, nah, man. They meant this for real. And it's like, bro, these guys have never once at any of these conferences told the truth
Never,
ever.
bro.
Like,
Never.
they've never once
Never.
told 100%.
Never.
They've never done it, bro. Like, ever.
Not a one time. Not a one
Every
time.
time they've ever announced anything, there's always lies attached to it. So many
Man, they
lies.
tap dance around it all. So that man, all of these dudes got on their best tap dancer shoes. I'm not trying to hear it.
They have to as well, because I mean, there's thousands of contracts that they can't breach, right? Like
Oh, it's
thousands
so
of
many.
contracts.
So many.
It's like, bro, you really think that they're not gonna lie to the fan base?
Come on, bro. Like these
Like,
NDAs, dog. Nah, bro. No. No. Come on.
they called Civil War Serpent Society just so they could hide that it was actually Civil War.
Just
They, you know what I mean?
exactly. Oh
Like
my goodness.
like it was never about the Serpent Society. Like, bro, it was never a Serpent Society.
They paid money. They paid money to call it that. They bought
Bro,
Elliot.
they bought the name. They had a logo made for it. Like
they created LLCs and called it that.
Yo,
It was legal. It was legal documents that said that. They legally lied to our faces.
Like, it's comedy, bro. It's comedy the way that.
They're like, come on, y'all. How long we been doing this?
Like,
everybody should be seasoned by now. Everybody should be seasoned vets in this thing. How long we been doing this, y'all?
Like Jesus, what are we doing?
I'm saying, when the Iron Man drop one? When the Iron Man 1 drop? 08?
How exactly?
Bro,
exactly,
bro.
We're 4 years away from it being 20 years, bro, that we've been doing this shit. You know what I mean?
Damn.
4 years.
That's what I'm
been doing this shit for 20 years, man.
We almost 2 decades in this thing. What? Y'all got to learn to read between the lines at this point. Like, it shouldn't take us getting on this pod and saying something. Like, y'all should be like, all right, yeah. We know.
The thing that really pisses me off, though, I'm not gonna lie, is people don't even understand what a soft reboot is, because they're like, oh, they're just gonna change all the characters. And it's like, bro, that's not what a soft reboot is. Like, you change, like, some characters will be different and some will be the same. Like,
you gotta have some people cross over to continue that thread.
Exactly.
Everybody ain't gonna be brand new. They're all gonna be brand new, but not everybody. It's soft, okay.
Reboot. It's not like
soft. Some people are changing. We got to get rid of some of these older guys, some of these older ladies. They gotta go, okay. But we got the legacy characters coming, so there we go. They're replaced.
There's
come
no
on,
way
man.
that
It's simple.
there's no way that Samuel L. Jackson is gonna be able to play Nick Fury for the next 20 years, bro. That just can't happen. He's too old, bro.
And I love SLJ, dog. Samuel L. Jackson's my guy. But look, his time's coming too. Okay, this is where we are. It's gotta be. They gotta redo it. There's gotta be another Nick Fury somewhere if they're gonna do it. It's gotta be. They can go back and get white Nick Fury at this point.
That's what I'm saying. Like, now we can just people don't get it, man. People don't get it. People don't even understand that we could do the same storyline and not even know it. Like, we could do Planet Hulk in a movie proper, and it won't be anything like Ragnarok because it'll be Planet Hulk. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It won't be the same. So we got a lot on the table as far as it goes for the reboot stuff, bro. For real.
Exactly. You know that scene in Guardians of the Galaxy, old hands, bare power stone, that's happens. Yeah, see? Yeah, Mari Sue dropping some heat in the comments. She dropping some heat.
Yeah, I was about to jump in the comments. Okay, so
she dropping heat.
Based on the ending of the last movie, I'm ready for a more classic Spidey story, something with it, like something in line with the '90s cartoon that I watched. Oh, that would be a W.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a W.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why you bring Spider-Man back is he's the heir to Captain America in every medium, and Cap is gone. Hey, I feel that. He definitely is the guy that comes through, but also he don't ever want to be a part of the team at the same time. So it's kind of hard. But it's like the bane of his existence, right? He got to take that mantle, but he don't really want to take the mantle because he's like, bro, I'm just Spider-Man, bro. I'm just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. But he always in these crazy, fantastical, extreme situations and don't ever want to, like, he don't ever want to take that shit, though. He'd be like, nah, bro.
Always.
This shit just happened to me. I'm not here. Like, nah, bro.
Listen, bro, Spider-Man is a reserve Fantastic Four member. He's an actual freaking Foundation member. He's a backup X-Men. Yeah. He's a backup Avenger.
Bro's
like, come on, bro.
He's
on every team, bro.
He's
on every team. He don't want to be on any team, but he's on every team.
Facts. Oh, man. Let's see. Samuel L. Jackson has aged 20 years in the past 5 years.
It's been hard for the man. He got it rough, okay? He had it rough. He got snapped.
Hey. Ever since Secret Invasion, bro got old after Secret Invasion.
Bro, hey, listen, he's had it hard since the 90s, dog. He's been dealing with aliens this entire time. He's had it rough, right?
Man.
Nobody had it harder than him. He got assassinated. I'm just saying.
That man went through it, yo.
He's been through it, dog.
Bro got accused and everything. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Bro, get out of here, Pocky. What are you talking about? Get out of here, Pocky.
Oh,
Ain't
all
no
right.
party like a Diddy party. Is crazy, man.
I'm let that ride. I'm gonna let that ride.
You know that scene in Guardians of the Galaxy when they're holding hands to bear the power of the stone? That's lesser actors holding down a movie to make $1 billion. Nah, that's crazy. Nah, that's wild. That's
That's
pretty
great.
diabolical. I think Blade
That's
would
great.
have been a perfect return to the street level. Yeah, that's cool. That's
Mhm.
true. That's true.
Mhm.
But we also got that supernatural side too, though. But supernatural though usually is kind of more grounded inherently because of how it works.
Mhm. Yep. Yep. So
So
kind of two birds, one stone there.
yeah, two birds, one stone for sure, for sure. They need to make a Lasher Wait, they need to make Lasher more comic book look because I'm pretty sure Lasher doesn't have a mouth. Oh, Lasher the symbiote. Is that what you're talking about?
Symbiote. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't expect anything from Sony. That's all I can say
Yeah. I
about
about to say I see, and
that.
it's a good point. It was like, but we're talking about Sony here, and as much as I have enjoyed the Venom movies, we're still talking about Sony here, and
Yeah.
Sony on their own at that, right? It's Sony doing Sony, just Sony. So
Yeah.
it's hard to
It's not
say.
good.
It's hard
Yeah.
to say. Like you kind of want them because Venom is something you can kind of go all the way with. You can go all the way with that one, and it's like they're holding themselves back just a little bit, and they really don't need to. They can really just go all out
They
with
should
it.
have took the Deadpool approach to Venom 100%. Like you do not make
Oh yeah,
Venom PG-13. Like they ruined
yeah.
all of
Like
that from the start,
just
bro. Like it's just
go,
crazy.
just go,
Like you go. Yes, you just go.
just
Like
go.
what they're
Like
doing
let
with
that
Kraven the
one.
Hunter is what they should have did with Venom for
That's
sure, for sure, for
exactly
sure.
it
And
right
it's kind
there.
of crazy
That's
that I
it.
mean Kraven is still that guy. It's not like Kraven is a nobody by any means, but I
Right, for
mean
sure, for sure.
he's not Venom though. You feel me? Like
I'm saying,
like
and
I
it's
don't
like
like
they
Venom
really
gotta
could
be
have.
the most popular Spider-Man villain that there is. Like Venom and
Absolutely,
Green
absolutely, no,
Goblin, like
without
those
question,
gotta be the top two
without
for sure, for
question.
sure.
Yeah, Venom, Goblin. You could throw Kingpin in there, like absolutely.
Kingpin for sure.
And then it's like, and both Venom films made really good money. They made really good money. But imagine what they could have done.
Yeah, I don't think they knew that it
Like
was
I'm sure
possible.
Sony is happy with the success of those films, but imagine how much more they could have made, how much bigger they could have been if they just really just let it all hang loose.
Yeah, for
Because
real.
we already out in the wild with symbiotes. Like I don't even know why you trying to handcuff that. Like, bro, we got freaking symbiotic beings that literally just assimilate themselves to their hosts. I mean, I don't know how far into the fantastical we can get. I mean, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So they've held themselves back a bit. And I get it to a certain degree because you want to make it PG-13 to keep all of the audience, right? You kind of, with the rated R, you kind of, in a sense, cut out some of that, the
The
demographic that you're
demographic,
looking
yeah,
for.
yeah, yeah.
So I get it, but I mean, if you put out some crazy stuff, hey, word of mouth works. I'm just saying. Just
One of the dope things though is that with Venom, you know, you can just have a symbiote go to somebody else, and then you
I'm
can just have
saying
Venom 4 happen. You feel me? And then it just be rated R now.
somebody else got it. Like that's
You feel
so
me?
simple. It's so simple.
Like,
There's like no
bro,
limitations.
we was with
It's
this
like no
Venom, and
limitations.
now we go to this Venom, bro, because there are hella iterations of Venom that people don't even remember.
It's
Like
so
people
many. It's a
forget
whole
about
planet
Agent
full of
Venom
freaking symbiote,
and
dog.
for real, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, just aside from this, from the planet of symbiotes, like Venom comes in many iterations other than just Eddie
Oh, yeah,
Brock. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
bro is a lot of bro takes over a couple people.
yeah. Exactly. Like you just, yeah.
Yeah,
They
man.
kind of limited themselves with it. I mean, I get it,
Yeah,
but they really did kind of box themselves into a corner. Now they've worked pretty okay in that corner, but like they didn't have to do it the way they did it.
And the way that they just dropped that symbiote though into the MCU, so I'm hoping that comes back somehow, and that doesn't just kind of. I mean, they could literally go full Secret Wars with that, right? And even do the whole Deadpool thing too, right? Like, even though
Yeah,
that was
absolutely.
like low key a retcon later on, they could go full blown OG Secret Wars. Peter Parker walks into the room and looks at the thing, and he's like, "What is this? Symbiote,
Yeah.
bro." Like, even though like it wasn't symbiote in the 80s, obviously, it was just the black suit
Right.
Spider-Man. But then later on,
Yeah.
it becomes the symbiote and all that other stuff, But that, which is dope. So
Exactly.
they could definitely do that. I would love to see all
They
that
got a lot of
happen.
room.
Could you
They got a
imagine
lot of
that
room to work with.
MCU Spider-Man like
I'm
gets the
saying,
symbiote
and
because of
that's the
Deadpool?
possibility.
That would be
That's the-
crazy.
That's where we're at, though. That's the possibilities that are in front of us with what they did. They kind of left
Bruh.
that door open to do those things, and like we're in Secret Wars, so they can literally combine OG and
Yeah.
then the remake and make it all one thing.
That would be fire. I'm not gonna lie. That would be fire.
I'm saying, like Feige, we're looking at you, dog. We waiting.
Yeah, that would be insane. Let's see. Sam Jackson was 40 in Jurassic Park, and that was 30 years ago. Damn. Bruh's 80? Bruh's like 80? I didn't know that. What? How old is Samuel L. Jackson, bruh?
I keep forgetting how old Jurassic Park is. Jeez. We were kids
Bro
then.
is
God damn.
75. Damn. Bro is 75 years old. I did not know that. I ain't gonna lie. I had no idea, bro. It's 75.
I mean, he's still moving and grooving, man. I was watching
Yeah.
God, what's that new show they keep advertising with him and Kevin Hart and whatever
Oh
on
yeah,
Peacock?
when they back in the day. And
Yeah.
Terrence Howard is in
Fight
that
Night,
too,
that's
isn't
it.
it?
Fight Night,
Yeah,
Fight Night. Yeah.
Fight Night.
Yeah. I caught the first episode on accident. I just didn't. I was watching football and I didn't
Oh, okay.
exit
You
out
turn
of the
it off.
app.
Yeah.
I didn't turn it off and it went right into it. And I'm like, I'm stuck now. I'm like, well, I'm gonna watch it. And I got a
How
couple
was that?
episodes in. It's pretty good. It's pretty funny. It's
Okay.
dope. It's more. It's a drama, but
Oh.
there's comedy in it, right?
Oh,
It's not like one big ass. It's not like one big goofball thing. Like it's a serious
dramedy. Is that
thing,
what
but
that's
it's
called? Like the
there. It is.
dramedy?
There it is. And so it has comedic moments, but it's a serious thing, right? So it's 2 episodes in. I'm gonna jump back into it. I kind of accidentally started it before I was ready to start it. So here we are. But yeah,
Okay. That's dope though. Yeah, I've seen a lot of trailers for that shit.
a bunch.
They're like, "Hey, dude, you're black. You want to watch this?" That's how I feel,
That's
bro.
pretty much
Because
what they're doing.
I've
That's
been
pretty much what
seeing
they're
that
doing.
trailer so much, and I'm like, bro, this is definitely targeted because there's
Yeah,
nothing
it's
about this that is
1,000%. 1,000%. It's on every channel. I'm like, okay, they just know I'm watching at this point. Like, come on, bro.
like, bro. They're like, oh,
Come on, bro.
we know you,
Bro, like
bro.
they had Kevin Hart. They had Kevin Hart on ESPN last week. I was like, bro, come on. I'm watching ESPN 9 o'clock in the morning. Here comes Kevin Hart. I'm like, dude, what?
What the hell are you doing here?
Like, come on, bro. All right, okay. I got it on my watch list.
Get
Jeez.
it, like we get it.
On my watch list. Okay, it's a crazy cast. I was gonna watch it anyway. The cast is insane.
The
Leave me
cast
alone,
is insane. Like the cast alone is the reason why.
bro. Like the
watch
cast
that.
alone. I didn't even care what it was about. I just saw who was in it.
They got everybody in that shit, bro. They got literally everybody.
All the popular black guys, all the popular black women, they got them in there.
Every popular black person from the last like 15 years, bro, is in that.
They're there.
At
They're
a
in it.
predominant
They're in it.
role, like.
Yeah.
And you know, Terrence will do anything to be able to flat iron his hair.
I'm telling you, we just talked about that man hair. We just talked about that man hair. You tell him he can perm it. Hey,
he don't take a part unless he can perm his hair. You feel me? He don't even look at the script unless he can have an S curl. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, don't bring that over here unless you tell me I can do my hair. Terrence, you can do your hair. Okay, bring me the script. Now we'll take a look. Now we talking. It's
I
like
ain't
in his
looking at the
contract at
script
this
if I
point.
can't have a juicy perm. You
I'm
feel
trying to say, if it ain't no
me?
perm, if it ain't no Jerry curl, he ain't doing it.
Yo.
He ain't doing it.
Whew. Yeah,
Check
bro. It's
this
insane.
man hair change every movie. It's never been the same twice.
Bruh. Whew.
He
That
wasn't
shit
even the
is
same on
funny.
Empire.
Man be
Season to season, that his hair changed. I'm like,
yo, he
dog,
be
what?
killing me, bro. He be killing me, bro. It's like, bro is the he is the funniest non-funny person ever. You know what I mean?
Ever,
Because
ever.
bruh does not try to be funny. Like he do not be trying to be
He's
funny,
just
and
funny.
I be rolling off of the shit he be doing, bro. Like what are you doing? What are we
I
even
couldn't be on
talking
set with
about?
him.
Hell
I couldn't be
nah,
on
bruh.
set. I would break every
I'm
time.
too
I would break
unserious to
every
be
time,
around
dude.
somebody so serious. You feel me? Like,
I
bro,
would break it. I couldn't do it. I break character
bruh,
every single time, bro.
I can only imagine
Like,
what it's
hey,
like on set with all of them together. G, you know that shit is crazy.
I'm just, hey, y'all gonna have to have me do my scene separately though. I can't do it with this man right here.
Put
Can't
me in
do it
the
with this man
vocal
right here.
booth, bruh. Put me in the vocal booth. Cause I'm not about to do this shit with him,
Like,
bro.
dang, I can't do it with this dude, man.
This,
That's nuts, bro.
bruh, the scene, bro. We in 2020. Why do you need a Jerry curl? This isn't even a period piece. Bruh,
I,
I'm
bro,
telling you, bruh, it's
bro,
crazy.
this wild. Every time I see
Oh
that man, his
man,
hair is different. I'm like, okay, all right, look, man,
dead ass.
you out of control.
He'll have a
Put a hat
flat
on.
top, then the next day his hair is curly. Like, bro,
Uh,
what the
then
hell
it's
just happened?
curly, then it's silky pressed, then it's back curly, then it's a fade, then he got braids. I'm like, all right, man, come on. There's a lot happening with you.
Yeah, that's hilarious though. That's wild. Oh, okay. Let's see. Uh. Okay, so I guess that's kind of all of the Spidey stuff, right?
Yeah, pretty much. We went off on another tangent, starting talking about how old
Oh yeah, we gonna go off on a
people.
tangent, bro. We go if we do anything, we go tang. You feel me?
It's funny because the chat be encouraging our nonsense. Mari Sue be encouraging it.
Oh, Mari Sue always encourages
Yeah.
nonsense,
Hey,
yo.
Mari Sue, don't encourage our BS, man. Don't encourage our BS.
She gonna
Don't
encourage it 9 times out of 10, bro.
don't encourage it. Don't do it.
Bro, that's crazy. Oh man. I've been meaning to look up what the video games did with Black Suit Spider-Man. Those games are popular, right? I haven't played the new Spider-Man game with Venom in it, so I couldn't speak to that. But I know in the old game, it was pretty, like, the old games have usually got Venom. Venom has usually got right. That's all I can say. He usually
Yeah.
gets got right in games.
Yeah. They don't slip. They don't slip with video game Venom.
Yeah, Venom and Wolverine always mad accurate in video
Yeah.
games. Like they
Oh
don't
yeah,
they
that's
don't
like
sleep on them at all, yo.
they don't miss. They
Like
don't miss.
they
They don't miss.
don't
Video
miss
game gets it.
for real. Yeah.
They don't miss.
So we go from movie, and then we're gonna move into comics real quick, and then we'll end it with movie stuff yet again. And the comic
I
book
like
stuff
it.
that we are gonna talk about is From the Ashes: A New Beginning. Yo, this run is pretty solid, man. Have you read the majority of the stuff, or just some of it, or how much have you read from?
Oh no, I've been reading pretty much all of it, man. I like every
Okay.
last bit of it. Every last bit of it, just to
Okay.
see where, at the very least, catch the first issues of everything, just to see where everyone is in the particular story, right? Because we're coming off of
Yes.
the end of the Krakoan era, where the mutants lost to the humans in Orcus. We got played. They got played. They got attacked on their own turf. They killed a bunch of the high level mutants and made
Yes.
Professor X exile the rest of them. They come back from that. It was a huge war. Essentially, they won the war, but they lost as well. They lost everything. Krakoa is not even around, because Krakoa is a sentient being as well. And so basically, Krakoa, because they tried to kill off Krakoa too, because Krakoa is technically a mutant itself. It's a mutant island that was split into two parts.
Son
Um,
of a bitch.
Yeah, and so like
Tell me something,
when I
nigga. I didn't
say
know that. That
like
was
when I say
crazy.
the humans got up on them, the humans got up on them. Like they really worked, but they had help from
Oh,
inside. They had Mara McTaggart, who we found out is also a mutant. She has the ability to basically reset the timeline of her own life and begin in a new timeline. And
what?
so yeah, and that's how they ended up in the Krakoan era. Professor X ran into her, read her mind, saw that she had been trying on her own to stop the annihilation of several things. Basically, extinction level events she was trying to stop. And in one of the timelines, she was like, all right, you've been trying to do it this way, but it never works. I've been trying to do it this way, but it never works. What if we put our ideas together? And so that's how they came to Krakoa and making it a sovereign nation, making people,
And
forcing
then
people to recognize them as a sovereign nation, which,
Krakoa
whether
is the
they,
one that also was like resurrecting the mutants and shit, right? Like that was all
yeah,
going
yeah,
on
yeah,
there.
they resurrected
And
the mutants there.
that's
Yep,
how we found out that
yep,
Miss Marvel was actually a mutant and not an Inhuman, right? Because like
exactly.
she dies
Yeah,
and then
because
they
she got
resurrect her
killed.
on
She got
Krakoa.
killed. Yep,
Okay,
she got
okay,
killed, and that's
okay.
how we found out. That's exactly how we found out.
Yeah, that's
Same thing with
wild.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was crazy. We got a lot of crazy stuff out of the Krakoan
I was
era,
about to say, how long
and
would you say we've been in the Krakoan era? Like until now,
man,
has it been like the majority of X-Men comics have been in the Krakoan era up until now, or
up until now, I would say like maybe like the last 3 or 4 years of X-Men comics have been Krakoan era.
holy
When
shit, that's
Jonathan
a really
Hickman,
long time.
when Jonathan Hickman came back to Marvel to write. That's when they
Okay,
restarted
I remember that.
yeah, yeah, that was when it started. He streamlined everything because the X-Men were kind of
Oh.
all over the place story wise. So he brought them all to one streamlined event, put them all together, brought them all back, and that's how we got the Krakoan era. And so
Mm.
everything spawned from that. And
Okay.
so now we're on the back end of that because basically the mutants lost. So now they're basically licking their wounds and regrouping. Professor X is off somewhere because he was like, I'm the problem, basically. He's like, I'm the problem. So
So
I'm gonna
we're
go away,
low
I'm gonna let
key
y'all do
like
y'all.
where we were in X-Men '97, like in a way, like just not
In a
in
way,
that
yeah.
same. It's like not for. It's not the exact same place, but in a similar place. Of shit's different. The mutants are a little bit more
Hmm.
exposed right now. The all
Yes.
eyes are on them, definitely. And it's
Yes.
just kind of crazy. So
Yeah.
they did a launch trailer for this X-Men stuff that's going on. And I do want to check out the little launch trailer, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more going into it. So here it is.
Yes. Let's do it.
Oh, fire! I've never seen this. This is crazy fire. What the hell?
I love this comic book launch trailer.
Yo, do they do shit like this a lot? I've never seen.
Yeah, all the time. All the time.
Oh
They do it
damn!
all the time.
I gotta
I love
subscribe
it,
to
bro.
more.
I love it. Yeah, every basically when they start like a new comic event, they drop a trailer for it.
Yeah. Oh, so they only do it like for first issues, basically.
Pretty much. Pretty much, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
good.
Like
That's good.
the new popping off. Yeah, they'll throw it in. If they got like a new writer coming in, they're introducing it, hey, such and such is back. We got this person on it. Boom, they'll drop a trailer for it.
That was hard, bro. I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
lie. That was hard.
yeah, man.
That was hella
Yeah.
hard. I like that shit a lot. So that was this one. Number one, the first issue of X-Men. This one is just X-Men. This was a solid one, bro. I really liked
Oh yeah.
X-Men from the Ashes of New Beginning. I don't know if this is my favorite out of all the comics necessarily, but I do really like this run. I really like the team as well. I love Juggernaut being on this team. It's just,
Awesome.
we really don't get to see Juggernaut like that. I feel like, like I feel like Juggernaut
Uh-huh.
kind of
Uh-huh.
got through on the back burner for a while. And it's dope as hell to see him And in the second issue that came out, they use him like as a bullet, and it's freaking awesome.
Yeah, they shot him out of a freaking cannon.
Yeah, they shot him
basically.
out of a freaking cannon, bro, at an alien spaceship, bro. And this shit was freaking awesome. That shit was awesome, bro. I was like, oh shit, this is insane. That was insane. The panel
He
is
was hyped
crazy.
for it,
You
too.
just see him. He was
hyped.
pumped. He was like, it's the Juggernaut. I was like, hell yeah, bro. This is freaking awesome, bro. That shit was insane. This is the run so far is dope. I haven't read issue 3 yet, but I did just read issue 2, and I have read issue 1, and I really like this one. So basically, you have what is the team? Hold on, let me look at the entire team, because I know it tells you in the beginning of the comic what the team is.
Yeah, in the first few pages, it gives you like everybody that's featured.
Yeah, so Cyclops, Beast, Magneto, Psylocke, Kid Omega, Temper, Magic, and Juggernaut. So it's definitely a stacked cast. For
that
this
team.
one, yo.
There's not many L's happening for that team. I'll put it that way.
Bruh, facts. It's not many L's, bro.
Not many L's for that team, dog. That team is crazy.
I think it really fits the idea of a quote-unquote traditional X-Men team the most. You know what I mean? Like, a team full of powerhouses, a badass leader, a badass, overpowered dude, as in the form of Juggernaut. You know what I mean? You got your telepath. You got all the sides of what you expect from an X-Men team from this comic. Gives you, I guess the best thing you can say is, like, it gives you more of that original X-Men vibe to it. You know what I mean? Like, you see them kind of, they do have quote unquote like family type vibes with each other more than anyone else does, kind of, like 2 out of these comics, I think. It's very much, because I'm pretty sure two of these characters are in a relationship, aren't they? Or is that the other team that's in with the relationship? Maybe that's the other team with the relationship. But maybe it's not this one.
It's the other. So like with this one we've got well, technically they're in relation, not with each other, but they have other relationships. Like, Scott still has Jean, even though Jean's off in space doing her own thing right now.
Yeah.
And Psylocke got I forgot she got. But yeah, so but yeah. So I mean, it's a really good look. It's a really good feel. It does have that OG feel to it. It does have that OG feel to it, and then they're smart. They're very strategic, and then that latest issue. So you didn't read it, that latest issue kind of shows off the strategic side of Cyclops. It's just like, it's dope.
Oh yeah, I'm hyped. Don't tell me nothing about that one.
I ain't gonna go in. I ain't gonna go in.
I got that one teed up.
Yeah, but it really shows off like the smarts, the IQ of Scott Summers.
I got the variant cover of that one too of 3. That shit's crazy, bro.
I live for the variant covers, dog. I live for the variant covers. I live for that. Like I'll go on Amazon and buy it if I can't find it in the store. I promise you.
This shit is pretty insane, bro. Freaking Magneto in the background with the puppet strings on him, bro. Like, yeah, bro.
That's
this is
nasty,
crazy.
Dog. That's nasty.
Crazy. I can't wait.
And then they still haven't even got to that part of it yet. So that's this, like, I'm like, whoa,
like,
word.
Whoa, wait a minute,
so,
what's happening? Yeah, exactly.
It's
those
stuff happening behind the
covers
scenes.
be dropping, bro. I got the
stuff happening behind the scenes,
Yeah.
man, and they just barely touch on that. So it's like, it's a lot of cool stuff happening. But with this team itself, you kind of get to everybody's like psyche of where they are now, where all the stuff they've been through, how it's affected each of them individually. And like my favorite, Magic, bro. Magic is one of my favorite X-Men. Period, dog. Because she don't care. She throws shade, she throws jokes, but she's such a badass with it too. Because she's like, none of y'all can fuck with me. I'm just here.
Yeah, okay? I do what I do.
I do what y'all can't fuck with me. Like, yeah, shit's going left, but I used to rule Limbo. So y'all ever watched over demons for a living? Oh no. All right, well, stand the fuck back.
All right, then don't talk to me. For real. Don't come talking to me, bro. For real.
I like
she has like. I like that Magic and Juggernaut like are homies. You know what I mean? Like
They're
I
buddies,
like
right?
that,
They're
bro.
buddies, right?
That shit is so cool, bro. He's like, yo, Juggernaut. You know me? Like, bro, yes, yo, I love that. I love this team. I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite team, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily my favorite comic that we got from
And I get
these
that,
first
right?
issues. You know what I
And
mean? But this team goes
yeah,
the
I kind of feel
hardest.
the same. I kind of feel the same. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm really kind of digging on what's going on with X Force right now.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
kind of
bruh.
big what they're
I'm
doing.
with you 100% on that. Okay, well, we'll
It's
get
it's
to
it's
that one.
cool,
We'll get to
right?
that one. We'll get to that one. Hold on. So next we got Phoenix.
Ooh, yes,
Phoenix was amazing. Like no pun intended, Marisu, but Phoenix was fire. Okay, Phoenix was fire. I
absolutely.
actually like that one. And I also did read Phoenix 2. So I think I think we're waiting for
Yes,
Phoenix
yeah,
3
you're good.
next
You're
week,
good.
right? Like
You're caught up
that's
now.
next week.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
caught up
so
now.
these two were dope. The first one was awesome. I don't know who the
Bangers.
narrator basically is like Gore the God
Yeah,
Butcher's
nigga.
daughter, right? Like isn't that like basically what it is? It's like the God Butcher's daughter but
Basically,
not her. Like it's not
yeah.
the Gore the God Butcher's daughter, but it's like an alien dude goes to a world, he kills the girl's dad. So like Gamora type of vibe. It's like you get this Gamora and Gore the God Butcher's daughter mixed into one person, and like they are the narrator who's talking about like Phoenix came to my planet and she tried to save us, but she didn't. You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
because simultaneously of her she's basically on her Captain Marvel arc. You know what I mean? For going across the
Yes.
galaxy, saving as many planets as she can that are calling out to her because she is now basically space cop. Literally, where we see
Mm-hmm.
Captain Marvel in the Marvels is basically where we see Phoenix in this comic book. Like, legitimately, it's in the exact same place. She even has a
Literally.
spaceship when she doesn't need one. You know what I mean? The whole vibe is there. Like, the entire vibe is there. And I was okay with that. I'm like, hey, if I was a superhero, I wouldn't want to just fly around nonstop all day either. Like, who would want to do some shit
Right.
like that?
I might be tired. You know what I
I
mean? I
might
might
be
get tired.
tired. Exactly. So, and then in the second issue, Cyclops' daddy pulls up, yo. So
Yeah.
that was solid, man.
Yeah. Corsair pulled up. Yeah.
Yeah, my guy Corsair, and he just had no clothes on for like several pages.
Yeah.
It was crazy,
Crazy
but
thing.
it
What are
was.
we doing?
And
And
then
what are we doing?
Cyclops was like, "Wait, my dad doesn't have clothes on. What are you talking about, bro?"
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. That's and the crazy part about the whole Phoenix thing, like I mentioned before,
Mhm.
when I said Orcus came through and killed a lot of the X-Men, Jean was one of the first ones they killed.
Oh
And
shit!
they went through they killed her off. They used a blade that kept her from the Phoenix, but kept her from regenerating, and it took her out. It took her
Oh
out.
wow!
And so for a while, Jean was dead. So they went through this whole process to basically go back to the start of the Phoenix and resurrect the Phoenix. They had to go all the way back to the past.
Oh.
Yeah, and they resurrected the Phoenix, which in turn brought Jean back to life, which in turn resurrected everyone in the White Hot Room. And so, like, there's everybody that was killed by Orcus and all the things they did. They're alive. They're just off in the White Hot Room, which is basically a pocket dimension
Oh
for other
shit.
X-Men. They can't come back to this side, but they're still alive and well. So it's basically like their own little Krakoa inside of the Phoenix's waiting room. And so they're
That's
all alive and well there.
insane.
It's crazy, dog. So coming off of that, off of her resurrection, she's super powerful now because she's so in tune with the Phoenix that, like you said, she's been
Yeah.
going around
She
helping
was
places
strong
that are
as
calling out to
shit.
her. Yeah,
Like,
it's like you're not
did
beating her. Basically, you're not
didn't
beating
she
her.
do she basically again, it's like she kept like we had the entire everything that Captain Marvel did in the Marvels was done in this one comic book. Like it was
In
done
this
in
one
this
book.
one comic book. Like she instead of starting a sun though, I think she stopped a black hole. Like,
Yeah,
bruh,
she stopped.
Phoenix was
Yeah, she
going
stopped the black hole.
like she was going stupid in this comic. I was like, holy shit. Like this
Yeah.
is a
So
really good comic. Like I definitely suggest you guys get this one for sure because it was solid.
she's insanely OP, but they make it work.
Exactly. And that's what I love. I love when they make it work with OP characters. man, it just makes me excited, and that's exactly what they did with this. I can't wait for 3. Not gonna lie, I'm definitely copping 3.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
banger.
I'm
It's a
definitely
banger.
copping 3 for sure when it drops. Next up though is the Uncanny X-Men, bruv, and I think this is a variant edition as well, or is this the main cover? No, this is the
Yeah, the
actual cover.
variants.
I think this
Variants
is
are
the
heaters,
actual
boy.
cover. I don't have the variant for that one, but this is the regular cover for it. But the Uncanny X-Men. So in this, I don't think we have an issue 2 for this one yet. Actually, I think we
No, not
only
yet.
have issue 1. Yeah. So this team is Wolverine, Gambit, Rogue, and who's the third person? Who's the fourth person? I mean, Jubilee. Is that Jubilee?
Jubes, yeah, Jubes, she's off on her own. Yeah.
Who is that? Wait, because I see 4. I thought this comic only had 3 people in it when I was thinking about it, but there's 4 hands on this. So who is the fourth person?
Yeah, so Jubilee's kind of off her own.
Nightcrawler. It's Nightcrawler.
Oh yeah,
I forgot.
Kurt.
Forgot about my guy Kurt. Yeah, that's my bad.
Kurt's like back at base. He ain't been like out in the streets with them.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So this comic was fire, bruv. So this one is basically we pick up from where we leave off with Wolverine from the X-Men #1, because he is in this comic. Wolverine is in #1 for X-Men, and then he dips off. He's like, "Bro, screw this. I'm not about to take orders from you, Scott, and I'm not about to be chilling here in Alaska either, bro. Scott. Like, it's cold as shit here, and I'm not rocking with you like that." Like, so he's like, "I'm gone." So Rogue calls him up to help her and Gambit out where they are, and they're basically fighting a freaking giant dragon, bro. Like, there's nothing else to say. They are fighting a giant dragon, bro. Like, and I was like, oh shit! Like, they just walk up to it, and it's just you just see. I think it's like 2 pages. I think it takes up 2 pages. You just see the dragon.
They casual conversation, and they casually walking up to a freaking dragon.
Yo, and he's just. I'm like,
this is not regular stuff, man.
I'm like, bro, this is the most comic book shit ever right now, brother. This is insane.
They're dragon sleeping on like a freaking pyramid. It just
yeah. He was just wrapped around a pyramid, chilling, just sleeping. I'm like, brother, this is insane. This is the dopest shit ever. But I'm pretty sure Gambit basically just like makes a deal with him and sends him off.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, he brokers a deal with him. Yeah,
yeah, brokers a deal. It's. I guess you could say it's a little anticlimactic, but not really. Because it's really about the story afterwards, really, you know what I mean? Of you know, like there's other mutants somewhere that break free from the place that they're in or something. Well, I don't really know what was going on with that one, really. Is that and this is the one where we also see them taking the X mansion and making it a prison facility. Like that all happens in this one comic. So they're building up a lot of here, bro.
A little bit about that. So back during Free Comic Book Day, they dropped a little special issue. And it was them, all of them people there. Now, keep in mind, none of the Follow Krakoa stuff had happened yet. Okay, when they dropped this Free Comic Book Day thing. So they're basically giving us the future. And we had yet to get there. So they're in the school, and it's delayed. The director and her team, and she's talking crazy, and she's actually talking shit to Prisoner X, who's in that, who she got locked behind them bars, who we have yet to see, but it's somebody apparently important. They've been teasing it here and there since Free Comic Book Day, which was May. We still haven't seen who this particular mutant is that's so, I guess, potentially dangerous that it got to lock them up behind this huge facility that used to be the school, right? They basically turned the Cerebro room into a giant prison.
Yeah, and then all the rooms are also prisons, right? Like all the kids' rooms, like everything is like that's so. Like I don't know if that's ever been done in the comics before, bro. Because I've never heard of anything like that. So that's why I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. I thought it was bad seeing. seeing them absolutely turn it to rubble in X-Men 97, you know, like that was sad. It was like, oh damn, nah, bro, we
Yeah,
turned this shit to a full-blown prison facility for mutants. Like,
for
damn,
mutants. Yeah,
that's
the place where you learn how to use your powers is
yo,
not a place where you are going to be stuck.
bruh, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, it's rough, and so we still haven't seen who this prisoner X is. And so I'm like trying to figure it out. Who have we seen? Because there's still a few mutants that we haven't really seen during the
Yeah,
Krakoan era.
true.
Because like the Krakoan era, they actually brought back a lot of mutants that were dead, or we just haven't seen in so long. And then with what happened with Wanda during the trial of Magneto, what she did in creating the White Hot Room with the Phoenix, she also resurrected all the mutants she killed during House of M.
Oh shit.
So 15 million mutants that were gone are now alive.
Nah, for real?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So it's a lot. So when y'all get the chance, it's only 4 issues.
Yeah, I didn't
Read
know about
Trial of
that.
Magneto. Read the Trial of Magneto. It's only 4 issues,
Oh yeah, I'm reading that for
and
sure.
it's insanity. Okay, but in it, you kind of get you get to see how powerful Scarlet Witch is, and you get a little bit of clarification on like her relationship to the mutants.
Okay.
And you know, because they go around during the Krakoan era, they were calling her the Pretender, and they called her that because she's technically
What?
not a mutant.
Wait,
She's technically not a
wait,
mutant, but
wait,
she
wait,
killed
wait, 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 wait.
15 million mutants. You know what I mean?
They called her the Pretender?
They called her the Pretender, dog. She was not a loved person
That's
because
hard.
of No More Mutants. And they were like, "How can you
Oh.
say no more mutants and you yourself aren't truly a mutant?"
Oh yeah, because she's just magic, huh?
Yeah, she's magic.
Quicksilver
She's
is the
like
mutant, right? Like her
her and
brother is a mutant,
Quicksilver.
or is he not a
Yeah,
mutant
it's like
either?
they were experimented on when they were kids, when they were
Oh
babies, and then
yeah!
they were
Oh
given away. Yeah,
yeah!
high
Oh
evolutionary ran
shit!
experiments on them,
I
right?
forgot about that.
That's their
Yeah.
background, right? That's their background. It's been a whole lot of convolution between here and there. Are they mutants? Are they not? Blah 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 blah.
Oh
It
my
kind of
god.
makes it concrete what Scarlet Witch is, and she's technically not a mutant, but you know she's
But her
everything
daddy
she's
is
done has
head
been
mutant.
with
Like,
them. You know what I
you know
mean?
what
You
I
know what I'm
mean?
saying?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like, you
Her
know, she
dad is
claimed
literally the
like
head
Magneto
mutant in
claimed her
charge type
as
of
his
vibe.
daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so it's like that's the level of affection that Magneto had for her. He took her as his daughter. You know what I mean? So it was like, yes, this is my daughter, but like, no, not really, but like, yes, it is. It's my daughter. You can't tell me she's not.
Yeah.
But you know, it got to a point because of what happened with the No More Mutants. It's like everybody, rightfully so, held that shit against her. They was like, nah, bruh. Nah, you can't come up in here. Nah, hop up off Cocoa one time because it's 15 million of us gone because of you. So you know,
That's
it was wild. It was
crazy.
wild. Yeah. And so it went from being called the Pretender to now being called the Redeemer. So like they finished, they brought it full circle. 15 million mutants that were once dead are now back via the White Hot Room that we spoke of earlier. And as she's kind of in a good place with the mutants anyway, and then that breaks off into her own solo comic to where she's been kind of trying to do the same thing that Phoenix is doing basically. Any of those who
Oh.
need help, she has a shop set up that caters to people who are in dire need of help. It automatically transfers them to her through her door. And they got Darcy, who made her comic book appearance debut because she wasn't a
Oh.
comic book character. She made her
Oh
comic book
shit.
debut in this series. So now she is working at the shop with Wanda, and they
That's
go
crazy.
around and they help people in need in the same way the Phoenix is helping people out just in the cosmos. It's the same thing. Wanda's doing the same thing with hers.
That's actually pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. But yeah, read Child of Magneto, man. 4 issues.
I'm
Easy
definitely
reading.
checking
Easy
that.
reading.
For sure, for sure. All the last ones are basically are basically team ups. So we'll start
Mm-hmm.
with Nyx. which is
Ooh,
I
and
really
wow,
liked Nyx, yo. Like
I
I
love what they're doing with
really,
Knicks.
I love
But I
this
mean, I
one.
like Laura. I like Laura Kenny. X23 is my
Yeah,
girl.
yeah, for real. And
That's my girl.
for a comic that's named Nyx, she's not in this comic at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like she's basically in the last like 2 panels of this comic. Um,
She makes a cameo. She makes a cameo.
yeah, she makes a cameo. Miss Marvel is actually heavily centered in this comic, which I'm okay with
Hmm.
because I love me some Miss Marvel. Like Miss Marvel is
Me too.
I just love Miss Marvel. You can't. It's hard to go wrong with Miss Marvel because she is like the nerd of the Marvel universe. So it
She
just works
basically,
really
if one
well.
of us got powers and found out we were a mutant,
Facts. It reminds me
that's
heavily
basically
of
her.
my guy Deku on My Hero Academia. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
that's perfect.
You know what
That's
I
a perfect
mean?
comparison.
Like super
That's a perfect
nerdy
comparison.
about it, knows everything, wants to write all the powers and abilities down of everyone that's around her. Yeah, this was a solid comic. It also gave me the vibes of like Gen V a little bit. You know, being able to see
Yes.
like the not a teenager but not an adult necessarily, but you know what I mean. I really
Yeah,
like
like
that
that middle ground.
area. That yeah, we don't get to see that be explored a lot in anything, you know what I mean? Like usually
Right.
in stuff when you become an adult they're like a full-blown adult and nothing but that, but like Kamala is like in college, still has like a bedtime because her parents, she lives with her parents, she still doesn't want to lie to them, you know what I mean? Like that age of like 18 to 25 where some people may be living on their own in a full-blown apartment and some people might still have a curfew. You know, you just never
There you go.
know. You know what I mean? You never know how it could be with how people are with their parents or anything like that. And I think this
Right.
did a good job of showing that dynamic of all of the different type of young adults basically that there are here. And yeah, I liked it all. I liked it all, and I really liked X-23 pulling up. They just call her Wolverine though. They don't call her Nyx.
Yeah, they just
So
call her
that
Wolverine. Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
threw me off for
They just call her
sure.
Wolverine.
I was like, okay. I mean, cool.
Yeah,
You
they've
know,
been calling her that for a little
they've
minute
been calling
now.
her that for a minute. Okay, okay.
Yeah, they've been calling that for a little minute now because
Why
they
don't they call
basically
her
started
Nyx?
embracing. All of them started embracing because she's literally an offspring of a Logan.
Yeah, that's true.
What now a little bit background with that.
Okay,
You
okay.
know, they thought she was a clone, and technically, like, yeah, but what they found out was she's actually more than a clone of Logan. Like, she's like his actual daughter in some way.
What?
Yeah, there was a whole like series where she got hemmed up again, she got captured again, and in that series and finding out a little bit more about herself, they found out that she's actually an actual daughter of Logan. So she's not just a clone like the other ones are. And she's actually like an offspring of that man.
Damn.
And they found out together. They found out together too, and it was the
Oh, that's
craziest
dope.
thing. Yeah, so it was like, oh, yeah, that's crazy. So like after that, like she literally just embraced being Wolverine. She was like, I'm gonna take on the
Oh.
mantle. I'm gonna take
Like
on the mantle
I'm
for old man.
Wolverine Junior for real. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's like,
oh,
I'm taking on the mantle
that's
for
pretty
like her.
solid.
And then the little girl that be with her, Gabby, there were other little clones that were just like her that she ended up freeing. And one stayed with them, Gabby, who she took up another clone. She used to call herself Honey Badger. I forgot what she calls herself now. But she's basically
Oh, okay. I've heard of Honey Badger. I know what you're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. She's basically a little Laura. And so
So Wolverine has a little him. That's Laura, and then Laura has a little her.
yeah.
That's pretty funny.
But she's absolutely where Wolverine and Laura are like serious. She's like the complete opposite. She's like a huge,
Oh,
just
she's a
funny
goofball.
little
She's like a
jokester.
little
She's an
goober.
absolute goofball, but she's a badass goofball. It's hilarious. She has like a pet badger and shit. Like it's cool
A
as hell.
pet badger.
Yeah, his name's Jonathan. His name is Jonathan.
Jonathan the Badger, bro. I love
Yeah.
that.
So it's pretty
bro.
cool what they've done with Laura over the years. And I really like how they've taken this character and done more with her and kind of, got into it with her because like she and Sync during the Krakoan era were snuck into the vault where they were keeping another group of mutants. Um, they snuck into there, but they were just so dangerous they had to lock them up. That's how bad they were.
Oh,
But
damn.
yeah, they snuck in there and they ended up being stuck in there. And time moves differently in that vault. So during the time they was in there, it was like decades had passed. So her and Sync became like married and had a whole thing together. And there was a point in time where like she during the Krakoan era, or while they got jumped, she got kind of taken out in the process. They went to the High Evolutionary for help, and he kind of took Laura and yeah, ended her. But Sync, the way
Oh my
Sync's
God.
powers work, yeah, the way Sync's powers work, she was still alive within his head, so he could see her. He was the only one who could see her. And so now they have this super tight, super long relationship that they've had together, and he's been having to kind of fight this war without her. And so it was like you get like the little internal conflict. You get a whole lot of um deep dives into their psyches and into it all. But of course, they all got resurrected, so she's back now. But they've done a lot
Damn.
with her to kind of just really make her her own. Like she's still, of course, she's gonna always be connected to Logan, but she is truly her own character.
Damn, that's wild. That's insane.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, there's a lot of love
Marcia
and
said
care.
that is the retconniest thing I've ever heard. Her whole deal is
Oh,
being a clone.
1000%
Yeah, for
retcon.
sure. I had no idea
1000%
about that
retcon.
at all. I'm not gonna lie. That's a
Yeah,
huge
1000%
retcon to her
retcon.
character.
1000%. She still has that
A
chip
pretty
on her shoulder from it.
Yeah, okay, good. I
Yeah,
was
she
gonna
still
say
has a chip on her shoulder. Like it's not like her attitude changed at all. She's still like, nah, fuck everything and everyone, because she still went through hell.
because they
She still
still
went through
made
hell from her
her. They still
handlers.
like artificial.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that her
Okay.
handlers were complete jerks. They made her kill, and she actually got hemmed up by her old handler again, and they made her kill again. And so
Damn.
so she still has a lot of animosity in her. And that's her driving thing, right? Like she still got that link to Logan. It's gonna always be that. But they've kind of made her own person outside of it.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. I legit had no freaking clue. That's lit. Nyx is on its second issue right now, which I have not read yet, but I did read the
Mm-hmm.
first one and it's solid. Yeah, I really liked it for real. So I can't
Mm-hmm.
wait for more stuff with her. I can't wait. And then they definitely capitalize on a lot of the Kamala Khan stuff that's going on right now. Like she has her brother, like her parents, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's
Mm-hmm.
always been Kamala or if that was just the Miss Marvel show, but it
But
definitely
it's
felt,
it's
you
it's
know.
been that she's been like the rooted in family thing. Like they've done a
Oh,
really
okay.
good job. I think the show was very accurate to her comic book depiction. And
Mm.
and in most ways, like the way they show the powers is not it at all.
Yeah. No,
But
no, 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 no,
I
no.
get it. I
I
get
mean,
it. I get it.
you could. I think literally when reading Nyx, it starts with her like embiggening through the
Yeah.
city going to
Yeah.
college, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
this is clearly why they didn't do it for the show. Like, this is clearly why they changed it
Exactly.
because they're not
Exactly.
doing this
Like
embiggen thing, bro. They're not doing that on screen. They're
they're
just
not gonna do
not.
that.
They're
They're
never
not
gonna
gonna do
have
that.
her just like grabbing a building and just like parkouring through. Like they're never doing that shit. That shit would look
Like she
so bad if they ever did that. I just don't think that would be able to work, bro. The embiggening
they
thing is
can't they
not.
can't and as far as like live action goes, it's gonna
Yeah,
look
that's
a
what I'm talking about,
way
man.
too
That's gonna
similar. It's
look.
gonna look way too similar to Mr. How they're gonna make Mr. Fantastic move around. So
Yeah, I
I
feel
get
that
it.
too.
It's a little give and take there. But originally, when she was first conceived as a character, she was a mutant. But they changed her to an inhuman. So when the show pulled that out, it was actually a deep
It was like a
cut.
huge finesse. It was like, ah ha ha,
Yeah. So
deep
they was like,
cut, bro.
deep cut. They're
Only
making
the
her a mutant
OGs
instead of
remember.
inhuman. Yes. It was like, whoa, wait a minute. It caught everybody off guard because they're like, they played the little X-Men tune behind it and everything.
Yeah, that was
And it was
crazy.
like, wait, what? Hold on. It's like, oh, I thought we were going to have our Inhumans. And then he's like, wait, no, wait. She was originally supposed to be a mutant. That makes sense. And then you see she gets killed. But oh wait, it's okay because we can resurrect her because
And
she's a
now she's
mutant.
like the first mutant inhuman, which is crazy.
Yes,
Like that, all of
yes,
that is
and
fire.
yes, and
All
that's
of that
all
is
insane
fire.
because typically, genetically speaking,
You got to be one or
mutants
the
and
other. Yeah,
you have to be one or the other
yeah.
because the way inhumans unlock themselves is deadly to mutants. The
Mutants.
Terrigen
Yep.
Mists that
Yeah.
basically turn them from little caterpillars into butterflies is absolutely deadly to mutants.
The way you said that, blood.
Because like this is what you know they end up they turn into cocoons and all that shit. And then
Yeah,
they come out with their powers. Like it's
for
literally
real.
the entire process of a caterpillar to a butterfly,
Nah, you
and
ain't
that's
wrong.
extremely deadly, poisonous to mutants. So it's like, yo, how does she have an X gene? It's like the X gene was latent and was never unlocked. So and that's why it was that's why she never died when the Terrigen Mist covered the Earth because her X gene was dormant and it wasn't activated.
Damn,
So when she died, it was like, oh, she has an X gene. We can use that.
that's
So it's like a
crazy.
little bit of a little workaround there, but it's kind of a cool little workaround. It was like she got both genes, but only
Nah.
one of them was activated.
Marisu said, I've always wondered what a boy would do with him big in powers. Yo, you wildin', Marisu.
Yeah. Scout, thank you. Scout is her name. Thank you, Marisu. Thank you, Scout. There it is.
Wait, who's Scout?
Little Gabby.
Okay.
She goes by Scout. That's her
Okay.
code name, Scout.
Oh, that's a
That's her. I
W.
could remember. I could remember for the life of me. There it is, Scout. I knew it was one word. I was like, damn it. It was one word. It's like 4 letters. I can't remember it. But yeah, Scout.
Next,
But yeah.
next up
I just
is,
happened to check the chat.
yeah, that's
But yeah,
lit. No,
so
that's lit.
that's how they are with that. But yeah, dope shit.
I can't wait for that, bro. I gotta read the Knicks too, for sure. But the
Oh
next
yeah.
one we got is X Force, brother.
Yeah. That's
X
probably my favorite
Force.
one.
Yo, I was about to say, I'm not gonna lie, X Force is my favorite so far.
I
And
think this
it's
is my
not
favorite
just
one,
because
man.
of Deadpool, bro. It's not just because
Exactly.
of Deadpool, I promise. Like, even though he was awesome in it, I just love I love seeing this. Like, Forge was freaking epic in this, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we don't
Yes.
really get to see Forge be Forge like we just
Facts.
got to see him be Forge in this, right? Like
Yes.
Forge shits on a lot of other brilliant minds that we don't really get to see him shit on necessarily, right? Like we don't really get to see Forge flex his brain muscles because there's always other characters who are also smart that writers would
Mm-hmm.
rather give those moments to. Basically, that's literally the way to boil it down.
That's the way to put it. And what I love the most here is that's how the way they put emphasis on what his exact mutation is.
Yeah,
His mutation is
exactly.
that there's a problem and he fixes it. It doesn't matter what the problem is. As long as he can identify the problem, his brain finds a way to fix it. So it's even more than him just being intelligent. It's just an innate ability because of his mutation.
Yes, which is insane.
So
Which is
there's
freaking
nothing
insane.
Forge can't fix. There's nothing Forge can't do
It's
as
wild.
long as he knows what the problem is.
Yeah, man, for real. And in X Force,
That's
we see Forge basically put together his team of Forge,
mm,
Sage, Tank, Captain Britain, Ascani, and then of course guest starring Deadpool. Yo, this comic was
there's the relationship.
crazy.
That's the relationship. Captain Britain and Ascani, they're
Oh yeah,
together.
There we go. I knew it was somewhere.
Yeah,
And
that's
she
them. That's
also
them.
is like purple, and she has an actual
Hmm.
sword, not an energy sword. So that's where I got it all
Right, exactly. That's why I was getting
misconstrued.
her confused the fell
Yeah.
out. But yeah, yeah,
But yeah, yo,
they're lovely.
this team was free. This team was awesome. I love seeing Tank. I loved everything about this, bro. Like everything about this was freaking awesome. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This was
Yeah,
pretty epic, bro. This comic was
yeah,
pretty
you're right.
epic.
Yeah, banger. You all caught up on it, right?
No, I've only read one. So
No, you got to read this latest one. You got to read this latest issue. You got to read it because
I
they run
have.
up in Wakanda. You got to watch it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
watch it.
see.
Damn,
I was about to
you got to
say,
read it.
yeah, Black Panther is in X
Yeah,
Force 2. I saw that,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I did have to.
You
I
gotta
picked
read it.
that
You
up.
gotta read it. They run up in Wakanda and it gets real.
Oh,
And
oh, it's
in that one
first
they really
Black
dive
Panther.
into
Oh shit! I thought
yeah.
it was.
They
I thought it was another
it's not
featuring, like it
T'Challa. It's
was
not
with
T'Challa.
Deadpool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yo, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
nah,
Yeah,
man.
I
So
definitely got to check
so
that out.
so it's they do a really good job of explaining Forge's mutation and Sage's mutation. They do a really good job because
Oh, they
that
do
helps
that in
them
this
in this
one,
particular issue. Yeah,
in the
they
second.
do. They do a really good
Okay,
job.
okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So it's
Oh,
they're
bro,
kind of the
I'm
focus,
hype. I'm
and
probably
they
gonna
break
read
it
this
down.
one
They really
tonight,
break
bro.
it down. And I was like, oh, there's some good insight. It's some good insight into how their mutations work. It's really good. It's really dope.
Yeah, bro, I'm definitely reading that one. I'm definitely reading X Force 2 tonight. I can't wait, yo. But the dope thing is they use Deadpool as they basically used Deadpool to kill this giant monster thing in this issue. It was insane.
They
It
use that
was
man as basically a bomb.
yeah. They literally
And,
used him as a cancer cell. Like they used
and
all
like,
of
well, you
Deadpool
can't die,
as a
so
cancer, bro. Like I was
they
like,
gave the monster
that
cancer.
is
That's wild, bro.
so. I was like, bro, that is so messed up, bro. As I was
That's the most
reading it,
diabolical thing.
I'm like, bro, wait. They
These are the
literally
good guys we're
used
talking
him
about
as a
too.
bioweapon, bro. I was like, oh my god. They used Deadpool as a biological weapon. That is hella illegal, bro. That has to be illegal. There's no way that's okay. Like, that shit was
That's hella
crazy.
illegal, bro.
That shit was insane, bro.
And
I was
they
like, bro,
killed
this
him
is
using
biological
his
warfare, bro. They like, bro, Tank literally grabs Deadpool and just throws him into the
and
mouth
just
of
launched
the.
him.
He just launches him into the mouth of the monster, and they're like, all right, Deadpool, we'll see you in
See you
3
later.
days, bro. Your money is gonna be wired in your account. Be breezy." I was like, bro, nah.
Literally what they did.
I was
Literally what they
like,
did.
what
All
the
right, you
heck?
got 72 hours, my guy.
And then he was like, "All right, bro,
And left.
we got other
He
things to
just
do.
left.
We gotta be on the other side of the world in 12 hours, so we gotta go." Like,
Gotta go to
what?
Wakanda. See you later. Wait. See you, man. We gotta go to Africa.
That shit was crazy. I couldn't believe it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That shit
Paid this
had me,
man. Paid this man to die. That's
yo.
crazy.
That shit had me shook, low key, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
And I was
That
like,
shit had
damn,
me
Forge.
shook.
Is this
It's
how we
like,
doing it?
it was like, bro, you be good. You're just gonna your body is just gonna disintegrate and regenerate over the course of about 3 days, right, until the monster's dead. But we'll
You'll be all
holler
right.
at you later.
We'll
I'm
see you
like,
then.
bruh, no freaking way.
Went on a
That
whole other mission.
that shit was crazy.
Did a whole new mission while this man out here
They
dying.
they did Deadpool so dirty.
Just left him. They just left him.
And this shit really
Oh,
had me
damn.
rolling because Captain Britain was like, bruh, Deadpool better not be a part of this team. Bruh, he better not be a part of this
He
team.
was pissed.
And then he was like, yo, can you call Tank and Wade? She was like, yo, did he just say Wade? Mid-fight. Like, they're mid-fight, and she already complaining about, bruh. I was rolling, bro. I was rolling. I was like, oh, yeah. X-Force quickly became my favorite, bro. It quickly became my favorite.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
and especially because Deadpool doesn't even show up until, like, the very, like, towards the end of the comic. So I
Like
was
3/4 of the way to comic.
yeah, so I was already on board before he even pulled up. And I like Tank hella. I hella like Tank.
Tank is
I don't
dope.
even know
Tank
I don't
is
even know who
dope.
he is. I don't think I've ever seen Tank
Nah,
before.
man.
Is he I was
Nah,
gonna
he
say is he
hasn't.
new or something? Like
Yeah, they pulled him out. They pulled him out of obscurity. So yeah, he hasn't been around.
okay.
He hasn't been around.
But he has a badass design. He looks badass. Like
He looks
they
dope.
did that shit, bro. They did that shit with him. I'm not gonna lie. He has like a crazy design. Like, look at that shit. Like, he looks so dope, bro. He looks so dope. I can't wait to read that next one. And then we have X Factor, which is basically like this one was basically the boys. Like that the X Factor was basically the boys.
Pretty much. Like 1000%.
This team is quote unquote government sanctioned, even though they still hate mutants. like they still hate the
The
mutants.
craziest thing.
Like, but they sanction a mutant team. I think everyone dies, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even
much.
remember. Like this X
Yeah.
Factor quickly
Everybody
became
but Angel.
Suicide Squad. That shit was insane. That
First
shit was
mission.
insane, bro. I was like,
First
well,
mission, dog.
I was like, well, bro, is there gonna be an issue 2? Like, I really didn't know. Like, as I was reading it, I was like, is this gonna be one of those one issue done issues, bro? But nah, I think they got another team cooking and all this stuff. These are all the first issues, so it's solid, yo. What? Bro?
So yeah, they got another team real quick.
Oh
they
real quick.
Yeah, and they brought in another guy, Havoc. They brought in Havoc for the second team, Cyclops brother. Yeah, so yeah, and that kind of plays into the next issue of X-Men too. So read those back to back if you get the shot when you jump in. It's real quick, real small connective detail there, but
and
yeah,
we
read
don't
those two
have
back
X
to back.
Factor 2 yet, do we?
No.
Okay.
Two. No.
I think we're waiting for. Yeah, we're waiting for a couple. I'll talk.
We're
about
waiting for the
which
second
ones
issue.
we're waiting, for.
Yeah, we're waiting for the second issue.
But yeah, I really liked X Factor. This shit was solid. They're basically they're all about numbers and shit like that. Well, okay, I won't say that I really like this issue actually because I did have a lot of problems with certain things. I thought the click clock shit was stupid. Like a lot of the shit that they chose to do was kind of dumb. Like that shit was really. It was like, okay, I understand, but they didn't have to go that. You know what I mean? It became a little cheesy. This comic was the most cheesiest to me in a way. Like this one was the most cheesiest out of all the issues, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, whatever. You know, like I can handle it, but it quickly made up for himself when everybody died. I was like, oh shit. Literally, like, bro thought he was a badass. He was like, don't move. I got you. I got you. And then they, like, tackled him, and then he shot the gun. I was like, oh, no.
Like, nah.
This is not how this is supposed to go. And then immediately everybody was dead. Like, I was like, bro, what
it got ugly real fast.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. First
everybody
issue.
Died except the people they came there to get.
That's what had me rolling. I was like, bro.
You fucking failed. You failed.
The bad guys just left. They were like, well, that was crazy. Out. Like, I'm pretty sure one of the bad... I think we see the bad guy get up, and then there's a literal... One of the heroes is right next to him, dead, buried under a pile of rubble. And you're like, oh, shit. This happened in the course of, like, one page. Like, you're just looking, they're just talking, you turn the page. Rubble, death, explosions. You're like, Jesus Christ. What the
and they're showing this on the news. It's crazy.
That shit was crazy.
Crazy. Like, oh, all right. I was like, damn, they all died? That's wild.
Yeah,
well, that was fun while it lasted.
They did not care, bro. They did not
care. Died immediately, bro. I was like, dang.
Was insane.
And even Angel was like beat the hell up.
That shit was so brutal.
That man was in the hospital bed. He was only left one left.
Bruh. Oh man, that shit! I literally was rolling. Like I was laughing because of how unexpected that shit was, bro. I just didn't expect that shit, and I just literally. I was like, oh, bro, they were so hyped to be on a mission. Like they were so excited.
They hyped him up. They brought him in. It was like,
they were literally X-Force. You know what I mean? Like from Deadpool, they got X-Force.
Yes, from the Deadpool too. That's exactly what I thought of, and I was like. And they told him, he was like, nobody's going to die, bro. Don't worry about it. Nobody's going to die. They literally told him that. Nobody's going to die. And everybody died.
That shit was crazy.
Everybody died.
Oh, yo, that shit was crazy. Yo, and then we can wrap it up with the newest Exceptional X-Men. This one just dropped. Yes. I really had a good time with this one because I freaking love me some Kitty Pryde, bruv. I ain't gonna lie. I love it. And
it's crazy. Pryde. It's crazy with Kitty because she's been pretty much MIA this entire time. Or not MIA, but she's been refusing. She's been refusing to have anything to do with the X-Men. Like she literally wants nothing to do with them. They even I think Rogue called her at one point during one of the issues, and she was like, "No, fuck that shit," basically. She's like, cause she's like working at a bar now. She's like working at a bar. She don't
So
want shit to
she's
do with
like been there
shit.
for a little while then, like that bar
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
yeah.
Like that's been
She's
her
been there.
life.
She's been there. She's like since the
Okay.
fall, she's left because she had a very, very integral part in how they basically turned the tide in the Krakoan human war. Because of her, she wasn't able to travel through the gates like the mutants were. There was something up with her mutation that would not allow her to travel through the gates. So she couldn't, whenever everybody was exiled, she couldn't leave. And
Damn.
then what happened was they fizzed the gate somehow, and it would allowed her to go through. She couldn't get through the gates any other way because, like, for whatever reason, she just couldn't. And she wasn't. It
Because
wasn't
like
let her.
her invisibility
Yeah, it
shit and
was.
all of that.
Yeah, it was. It was. I can't remember the exact thing
Oh, okay,
behind it,
okay.
but
I
she was
got you. I
not
got you.
able to travel through the gates at all
Damn.
until they reprogrammed the gates to where mutants couldn't go in, and so she was able to
What?
hop in through the gates. So she was catching people slipping because they were like, "Hey, you know, everybody thinks they're safe because they made it to where mutants can't get through the gates now." But jokes on them because she couldn't get through the gates in the first place. So now that they're basically regular gates, she can get through them. So she was hopping in
Damn.
and out of all these different facilities and taking everybody out and freeing some of the X-Men. Like she freed
Oh.
Cable. Yeah, Firestar. So she had like her own little operation going, and that kind of really pissed her off and stressed her out because she was killing. She was taking lives. Like she was at the point, she was
What?
like, "Nah, I'm tired of this. Y'all either gonna let me go or y'all gonna die." And it was
Kitty
like,
Pride was
"All right."
murdering folks? That's
Oh yeah, she was murdering. She was
crazy.
snapping necks. She was snapping neck because she
Oh
was cashing checks,
shit.
bro. Like she
Oh
was
shit.
shooting. She was taking pistols. She was letting them have it. I'm telling you, she was done. She was not playing. She was like, "Nah, I'm Shadowcat again, bro. What is y'all talking about? Ain't no Kitty Pride. I'm Shadowcat."
Oh
And
shit. That's
so
crazy.
yeah, yeah. So she had to go. She had to go basically go further than she wanted to go in order to save everyone. So it put her in a place where she was like, "I'm done. I don't want anything to do with the X-Men. I don't want anything to do with you, Scott. Don't call me. Rogue, what did I say? Don't call me. Nobody call me." So she didn't want anything to do with anyone. And so the fact that she's part of this team is kind of, you're like, oh, okay, well, things are a little bit different because, she can operate the way she wants to do it. She just didn't want to do it the way Scott does it or the way Rogan and them do it.
I see. I see.
So that's where we are, and that's where she's at mentally.
Yeah. And we didn't get to see actually out of all of these comics, the exceptional X-Men is actually no, the exceptional X-Men and the Knicks are the only ones that we didn't actually get to see the team. Like we didn't get to see the team
Right,
together. We just see them
right,
on
right.
the covers, and then in the comics, it doesn't even talk about the teams at all. So in this
Exactly.
comic, we just see all these characters. I believe. I think we're introduced to everyone on the cover, but I don't think we actually see any of them, or like
Right.
actually are like with them, We never see them together or nothing. And then our girl Emma Frost with her, she just pops up very seductively at the end of the comic book.
In the
yo,
most Emma Frost way.
I'm reading it. I'm reading
It was the
it,
most
and
Emma
then
Frost thing
she
ever.
pop up. I turn the page, and she's just there, and I'm like, "What the hell? I'm in here. My kids are around." No, I'm just playing.
It was
But
the
yo,
most Emma Frost. It was the
yeah,
most Emma Frost entrance ever.
for real, it was just her.
Like think about the White Queen and Emma Frost and all of that good stuff, and then multiply that by 10.
She was there.
That's what we got there with that page reveal.
She was there and she was ready. So these are all. This is not all of the From the Ashes run. We are still waiting for Storm and Wolverine to
Ooh.
drop later this year. Those are the other two
Mm-hmm.
projects that are connected to the From the Ashes that are going to be dropping. Of course, I am most ecstatic for Storm. Like that is the one that I am really
Absolutely.
waiting for. Like the Wolverine one, of course, that's going to be a banger. And I think we're getting that after we get X-Men 2 or the Uncanny X-Men 2. So we got to find out
Mm-hmm.
where Wolverine is going to go first from that, and then after that he'll be in the next X-Men comic. So Bruh. I mean, it's just I think this From the Ashes, A New Beginning run is amazing. There has already been
Yeah.
a From the Ashes run, so that's why I try to keep saying A New Beginning, because if you just look up
Mm-hmm.
From the Ashes, you're gonna find the old one first, probably. So you kind of got to put
Yeah.
in From the Ashes, A New Beginning, and then you'll get all this new stuff. So that's about let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's what? Because there's 6 right here. No, there's 7 right here, and then we still have 2 more. So there's about 9
Mm-hmm.
projects for the From the Ashes X-Men stuff.
And it's just starting, so
Yeah.
if you're wanting to if you're looking to start something new, start from issue number 1. This is your chance. And they don't. You don't really have to. I mean, it's good to know the background going in, but they kind of, in some ways, they kind of gloss over what happens and briefly. They kind of tell you, well,
Yeah,
we're
I
on the
mean, I
back
didn't
end of
know
some
about a
on
lot
some
of the
crazy
shit you
shit.
was just
So
talking about, and I was still
yeah,
loving this. I was still loving these
yeah. So
drops,
like,
bro.
you don't
So
have to know. You don't have to know it in order to jump in and enjoy it. And I like how they set that up. A little caveat with Storm and leading into her book.
oh yeah.
Um, her and Sam Wilson had a little meeting after the Blood Hunt stuff.
Oh,
And
I
long
keep
story
forgetting
short,
Blood Hunt is canon. I keep thinking Blood
yeah,
Hunt is
it
not
happened.
like a canon story to everything that's going on. I keep thinking it's
Yeah,
like
so
its
like, and
own
then
side
so even
quest.
on the fallout of that, we got so many things different. Vampires can walk during the day now.
Oh, so
Number one,
everyone's a
everybody's like Blade
daywalker?
now. Everybody's a daywalker now, and that includes
That's
Miles
crazy.
Morales. He got turned into a vampire.
What? Miles Morales is a vampire?
Um, yeah, Miles Morales is a vampire. He got bit. He got bit. He got turned into a vampire. So
What?
now Miles Morales is a vampire. Dagger from Cloak and Dagger, she's a vampire. Um,
What?
yeah, it got nuts, man. It got nuts. So there's a huge fallout with that I think they
And
will
all that shit is like
kind of
canon,
slow
canon.
play.
Like that shit is canon.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not
canon,
like a
canon.
side
It's canon, canon.
story. Like
Like
that's
all of the follow up Spider-Man Miles Morales issues have been dealing with him being a
what?
vampire now.
Are you
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
freaking serious?
Mm-hmm. Miles Morales is a vampire. He's
Yo,
pissed off about it too. He's pissed off about it.
I'm pissed off about it. I ain't gonna
He's pissed off about it. He's
lie.
pissed. He is very upset.
Yo,
'Cause,
what
I
the
mean, like,
hell?
they used, it was crazy because like the Blood Hunt story itself was pretty crazy. But the fallout, normally when these stories wrap up, everything goes back to normal. People are
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
messed up. There's
exactly.
property messed, but no, no. It's like this
Especially
guy's a
vampire
vampire. This
shit. You know
chick's a
what I mean?
vampire.
Like vampire
Mm-hmm.
shit and zombie shit that never lasts. Like
That never stays.
it's
It never
always
stays.
over by the end of the run or whatever. It's like, oh, this
Yeah,
never really happened, or this was
and
in an
that's what I thought
alternate
this was going to be.
multiverse, or some shit like that.
That's what I thought
What?
this was going to be. That's what I thought. I was like, okay, well, cool. Now that they're all beat, and Spider-Man can, like, I thought everyone who was infected will now go back to being okay because yay, we won. No, not at all. Miles Morales is a vampire. Dracula can walk during the fucking day now. Um, yeah, yeah. So like it was crazy. It's crazy. But and now Doctor Doom is the new Sorcerer Supreme.
Shut the
Forgot
hell
about
up.
that part
What?
because
That all
because
happened in Blood Hunt?
all of this happened in Blood Hunt. So Doctor Strange was trying to find a way to basically use magic to reverse it, which he had the right idea. The only problem is he had to be in his astral form because vampires were attacking his body. Okay. So behind the scenes, Doom was preparing and he went and grabbed all those Doctor Strange students from Strange Academy, got them all together, put them in a ritual circle, and the only thing he needed was for Strange to use the power of the Sorcerer Supreme, but Strange was in his astral form, so he couldn't use it. So he had to give the power to Doom in order for them to save the world. They made an agreement that once the world was saved, Doom would relinquish the power of the
Yo, so
Sorcerer Supreme.
he Norman Osborn Iron Man his ass.
He nor Yes,
I'm the
yes. He
savior.
fine printed his ass. He fine printed
Oh
his ass.
shit.
So Strange gave up the power of the Sorcerer Supreme. Doom saved the world. Doom did not give back the power of the Sorcerer
I
Supreme.
mean, obviously he's Doom.
Doom now is sitting in Latveria with a magic barrier around it. So no one can get in. No one can get in.
What comic run
No
is
one can
that? What
get
is
in.
that being explored in? Is that it being explored in anything? They haven't went down that rabbit hole yet.
They haven't gone down that road as of yet. It was the
Okay,
Fallout. It was
okay.
in one of the like the Omega issues of Blood Hunt, one of the final issues of
That's
I think it was a Doctor Strange
crazy.
tie-in Blood Hunt issue. So yeah, so now Strange, he still has his magic. He just don't have the power of the Sorcerer Supreme. And so he's been dealing with that. Actually, yeah, they're Strange's book actually is where they're dealing with it. His comic, the most recent issue.
Okay.
Yeah, him and Clea are back together now.
What?
Yeah, they've been dealing with it. Yeah. To start this off, he like died, and then Clea came back to save him and brought him back to life. So he came back younger. Whole lot of crazy shit.
What the?
But yeah.
Bruh.
The Doctor Strange comic has
Comics,
been nuts.
bro. Jesus.
I'm telling you, it's all over the place, right? It's all over the place. It's all over the place. So yeah, so now Strange is no longer the Sorcerer Supreme. That is the title that belongs to Victor Von Doom.
Doctor Doom, Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah, Sorcerer Supreme. He made like an announcement to the entire world saying it too.
Oh, that's so
He
badass, bro. I need
literally
that.
announced it to the
That needs to
world.
be a
I
comic
am
book
your
run
Sorcerer
right
Supreme.
there.
Yeah, ain't
Doctor
nobody's fucking with
Doom,
Earth because I'm
Sorcerer
Sorcerer
Supreme.
Supreme.
Oh, he put out a PSA.
Yeah, he put out a PSA. He was on
Bruh, if
every
you
screen
pull
across the
up, you'll
world.
get smacked, bro.
Yeah, anybody want a piece of Earth, you got to go through Doom, my guy. What's up? What good from Latveria?
That's crazy. That's so
And now
fire,
they're trying
bro.
to now Strange and Clear are trying to devise a way to get the power back from Doom. And good luck with that, because can't nobody get into Latveria.
That's insane, bro.
So yeah, we got some crazy stuff happening with the
That's
Blood Hunt.
insane. I definitely gotta have my guy Comics Explain do that, a whole Blood Hunt run,
Man,
bro.
yes.
Like,
Yeah,
cause
for sure.
damn, that's insane. Like, that's insane. There's
For
no way I
sure. And
could. There's
so
no way I could catch up on everything. What the hell? There's
nah,
so
it was
much.
like it's like nah. I was just kind of reading it in a moment. And it's like, all right, well, Strange. I kind of when these issues come out, man.
Yeah, it's hella
I
easy to
of
read
course
them
I do
as
the
they
main
come out.
story.
For real, for real.
Yeah, like when these events happen, I read the main issue, of course, and then I kind of pick and choose the tie-ins that I want to use. Like if it's a book
Yeah.
I'm already reading, and they have a tie-in, of course I'm gonna read it. Like I'm already reading Amazing Spider-Man. I'm already reading like Captain America. So if those books have tie-ins to the main story, of course I'm gonna read that. Um, but if it's something else, it's like if I'm interested in where it might go, then I'll read it. But aside from that, it's impossible to keep up with all the tie-ins. It's just so many tie-ins with these events that happen, and a lot of them are just not really pushing the bigger story. It's just like a side story for this particular character and how the event relates to them, not how they relate to the event.
Nah, that makes
So
sense
I'm
though.
just like, yeah. But with Strange, it actually related to both because he was trying to stop it all together because it was old ancient stuff happening, and then
Damn.
Doom. So
Yeah, I mean,
gotta give Doom
you
love.
gotta
So
give, yeah, gotta give Doom love, bruh. Damn,
that's where
that's
it is.
wild.
Yeah, comics, comics.
Yeah, that's actually insane. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually insane. I'm here for it though. But
Heck
yeah,
yeah.
man. The From the Ashes, a new beginning, fire, new. I don't know if anything new is coming out this week. I think it's next week. All the new stuff is dropping. I can't remember though.
I haven't checked. I haven't checked it all. I'll hit the Marvel site in a little bit, but I haven't checked
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I me either. But I got the X-Force stuff here. I don't think there's any other comics that I have right here. No. So yeah, I can't wait for that for sure. That's gonna be fire for sure, for sure. So, but moving on to the last thing of the day, yo, the fantastical side of the DC or James Gunn Superman. The fantastical nature, yo. So I don't know if anybody saw, but there was recently was it Daniel RPK? Is that why everybody started
Yeah,
tripping
it's
up? Did
RPK.
he drop it? Yeah, RPK dropped something Basically just kind of talking about Superman and I can't let me find the exact quote if I can. I don't know. 'Cause I think someone posted it in the cord, but I don't remember where it
Yeah, I
was.
think somebody may have posted it. But like, long story short,
Yeah.
the James Gunn Superman is going to be taking an opposite route of the Snyder Man of Steel Superman, which was very grounded, very based in the real world type feel. Like, what if Superman walked among us type deal? How would he
Yes.
be? This here is going to be taking the exact opposite approach. And of course, we already know it's a world where heroes already exist, have been existing for a long time. Superman is just another being in the world of heroes that already exist. But
Oh.
the main difference here is that this is, as the word was used, fantastical,
Uh-huh.
meaning we'll be going full on, like we described earlier with Shang-Chi,
Oh
full
yeah.
on epicness, sci-fi, like up in the air, like crazy visuals.
Yeah, I
Basically,
found it.
what you think about when you think about a Superman, anything.
I think when you think about DC, really, I think when you think about DC,
Mm-hmm.
you do think
Mm-hmm.
of the more fantastical. Um,
Yeah.
so exactly what it says is I've also heard that the new Superman movie is fantastic. They're going all out. It's a complete shift to hardcore sci-fi and fantasy, the exact opposite
Mm-hmm.
of Man of Steel. It's set in a world very different from ours and far removed from the DCEU. Heroes have been around for
Mm-hmm.
ages, and we'll see how it's affected this world's history and shaped the DCU. The DCU will feature various projects set across different timelines, not just present day, so more in line with the approach of Star Wars rather than Marvel. So there's
Right.
a lot of stuff right there to talk about, and we can just jump into the first half, which is that hardcore sci-fi fantasy shift that you were already kind of talking about and whatnot. So when it comes to this hardcore shift to sci-fi and fantasy, I mean, in the Discord, we already saw some people like, I do not like that they said this because Man of Steel was already hardcore sci-fi fantasy, and it's like, yes, and in one instance it is, but as you've already said, right? I mean, Snyder's whole take on it was a more realistic, a more grounded
Right.
viewpoint of it, right? Like that's the entire point of view from his thing is like, what if this?
Mm-hmm.
So now that James Gunn is just basically saying it's not going to be a what if anything. It's just going to be a normal Superman DC type of thing going on. And DC and
Right.
Superman are very much fantastical. As I mean, a lot of people don't know, but the very first thing that the Justice League fought against was our boy Starro that the Suicide Squad fought against, right? So
A big
like
fucking star
a
alien.
big starfish, my guy. Like that's a big mind controlling starfish, mind you. Like it's not just any starfish; it's a starfish that can control minds. So, uh, and I think that's really another notion to how much James Gunn really does love the fantastical side of everything that is DC. By like, that's low key a deep cut. You know what I mean? That's a deep cut, bro. Like that is the deepest
Yeah.
of cuts that you can kind of do. Is like, yo, here is the first Justice League villain as the villain of the Suicide Squad. That's a pretty bold move as well, too. Like
It
all
is.
of the above. So if he's gonna take that type of fantastic, because that movie is definitely way more fantastical than anything else in the DCEU, really, right? Like we see
Yeah.
so much crazy stuff in the Suicide Squad movie with the whole rat catcher stuff that's going on, and it's just very fantastical across the board with the aliens and the this and the that, and then the Harley Quinn scene when she like murders everybody, and then there's just flowers flying around everywhere, right? Like that is very fantastical. You know what I mean? That's all shit that you don't see normally happening going down. And that is very much a DC thing as well. I think it's safe to say, right? Like you don't
Yeah,
see
I would
stuff
agree.
like that in Marvel, like really ever. Like you don't
Mm-mm.
really see
Mm-mm.
stuff like Marvel is the grounded one. What if heroes walked among us? That is what Marvel has kind of always been, as to where the DC has always
Absolutely.
been super like hardcore world building. None of these places are actually real. Like, we do not have a place called Gotham City, you know what I mean? We do not have a metropolis. You know, like, there's no Bloodhaven. Like, these places are not real, right? So they inherently come with a more fantastical sense of things. I think all of this stuff, well, at least that first part that we've been talking about, I think it's a solid. I think that's
hmm
awesome. Honestly, I think it's awesome to see
hmm
Superman go in that direction. Do you feel the same way with that
I
whole
do, I
thing?
do, especially given that it's coming from James Gunn, and if you look at just his superhero work, anyway, even just going to Guardians of the
Facts.
Galaxy, you know what I mean? It fits, right? It fits. And when we're talking Superman, I mean, we're talking about a guy from a whole nother planet living on our planet with powers. He can fly, and there's other people out here already working. So that alone shows you, it tells you like
Yeah.
where we are, because like the way you broke it down was a really good way to put it. And the words that a world, an Earth, far removed from our very own.
Man.
That I mean, that says it right there, right? Because like, just if we're just comparing it to, and Man of Steel is one of my favorite movies of all time, right?
Yeah.
If we're just comparing it to, it was literally Superman was on our Earth.
Yeah.
He was on Earth with us, right? He was
Facts.
learning. He out here with us. He got to get it out the mud with us. He out here on a farm, like we on a farm. You know what I mean?
For
Like,
real. Yeah.
what it sounds like here with Gunn is like, this is not Earth, bro. Like, this is not
Yeah.
Earth as we know it. It's not Earth as we know it. It's not a grounded thing. It's a think about it. Like, think how we're looking when we look into like futuristic cities and things like that. Something that just seems so distant from what you know and what you would expect on an everyday scale. This is not that. So just in that concept alone, if you're trying to make an effort to be different than what we got in the past, I think you're on the right path.
Truth. Truth.
I think this and this is the only way Gunn could move. He had to make it this way, or he would never ever get over the stigma of, oh, this is just another Man of Steel.
Yeah. For real. And
He had to go. This has to be big. This has to be epic. This has to go beyond. This has to feel like we are in outer space on the Earth with all these
yeah.
heroes. Has to
For
feel like
real.
that. Star Wars, like they said, it has to feel like that. It's the only way to separate what you're doing from what we've gotten.
Yeah.
The
And
only way to do it.
And I mean, especially something that you said though, that I really like is about Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, I never thought
hmm
about it, but Guardians of the Galaxy is the most DC thing that we have ever got from Marvel. Like, when you
Think about
really
how
look
different
at
that
that
is from the
movie,
rest of the Marvel
yeah,
stuff.
like that is not Marvel at all. You know what I mean?
At all. It literally
That's
sits out there on its
super
own.
DC. Like, it's super DC how that
Bro,
movie
like like
is.
look.
Yeah,
You got
that's
Captain
actually super
America,
true.
you got Iron Man, Thor, okay, you might can make an argument with Thor.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then you got other people like freaking Ant-Man,
yeah,
freaking Black Widow, and then we got Guardians of the Galaxy. Like,
yeah.
huh?
Guardians of the Galaxy is super fantastical, like
It's so out there. It's
aliens,
so out
you
there.
know, everything is
That
going
literally
on. Like, yeah, that is, yeah,
but that's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at. Like, it's so far away and removed from what we know
yeah,
as the Marvel universe.
and and that's it's yeah. I mean, in many ways, Guardians of the Galaxy to Marvel is like Man of Steel to DC. Like, it's a
Yes.
complete paradigm shift of what we're actually
Yes.
used to from
Absolutely different.
the thing. Yeah. For real. No, that's crazy. Actually, I never even. Yeah, that's insane. And I'm down for that. Right? I'm so down for that because I mean, Man of Steel was awesome to me because of how different it was and how
hmm
different the take was and all of that stuff. It was like, damn, like I never expected to see something like this from Superman, right? And
Right.
I think James Gunn is trying to give that same feeling in a completely different way, right? It's like,
Mhm.
because even from all the other Superman movies, they're still not very fantastical, right? Like they
Sure.
are, but they aren't in the sense of what what we and most people think of when they think of Superman, right? Because I mean, a lot of
Yeah.
people don't want that. Like the thing that people don't want from Superman is like the Boy Scout, right? But there's a lot more
Yeah.
that comes from the Boy Scout than just, oh, this is a Boy Scout. But none of the movies have tackled that for Superman in the same way.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
it's definitely a place where we can have two extremes on opposite places of the spectrum, which is
There you
exactly what
go.
this is, right?
There you go. Two
Like
extremes on the opposite.
like
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the complete opposite ends of the spectrum, bro, and it works because if you
Mhm.
like this, then you probably are gonna like this, but also you might not. You know what I mean? It really depends.
Yeah, and I think the word that really should be in the focus of all of this is fantasy. We
Yes.
got sci-fi, but then fantasy. I think that will be basically
The
the calling
difference.
card.
Yeah. There
That'll be
you
the calling,
go.
because even when we go back to Man of Steel, yes, we got sci-fi elements. Of course, we got sci-fi elements.
Oh
We're
yeah,
talking about a man with powers flying around fighting other aliens. Yes,
yeah.
okay, yes, that is
Yeah.
it. That is it. But at the end of the day, it was Superman in real world situations facing decisions that we would face.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, I got this guy hemmed up. He's trying to kill these people over there. What do I do? Do I hold on to what I would deem as what's right morally, or do I do what it takes to keep that family who's absolutely innocent from becoming a casualty? So you put Superman in an impossible scenario with real world decisions and real world outcomes and consequences, and then
Yeah.
you compromise the character himself in doing so. That's genius, but at the same time,
It
that's
is
the
a
grounded
complete,
part of it.
yeah, it is a complete
And it's a
shift of
complete,
everything
complete shift.
with
Right.
Superman. Yeah, so it works
Right.
because it's different, and it shouldn't work at the same time because it is the
Right.
exact opposite of what,
The
you
exact
know what I mean? So
opposite.
it's like, oh, what the like, whoa, right? Like you get hit with the complete whiplash because you're like, whoa, I did
it
not expect
it
that, bro.
throws
Like
it throws a
I
whole
was
lot of confusion into the mix for
you know, most
you.
people were just expecting them to get put into the little prism and get blasted off again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then he's like, nah, bro, I gotta murder this dude. Like, this is not, bro, gotta die, bro. Like, bro,
No,
gotta
he got to
die.
go. He got to go. I can't
And
stop.
that's
He's gonna
so
keep going.
real. That's
So
and
it's like,
that's
dang,
definitely
okay.
more. Once again, that's more of like a quote unquote Marvel thing, right? That's where you
It
see
is.
a
It
lot of
is.
Marvel characters have to deal with, like, bro, wait, I gotta kill this dude because
I have to
he
kill this dude.
he ain't gonna
You should have
stop,
gone
bro.
for the head. You should have
Exactly,
gone for the head. That's where we
exactly.
are. That's where that
Oh,
was.
that's a
That's
good
what that
point.
was. That's where that was. Thor, you
Yeah,
should have went for the head. Soups, gotta go for the head, my guy. Sorry. It's the only way to stop this man. He finna kill this little family that got nothing to do with it. They can't run nowhere, they're in the
yeah.
corner. Bro, you can't hold his head back. He's just as strong as you. Some gotta give. Somebody got either they die or he die. I don't hey,
Somebody gotta go.
somebody gotta go. Somebody gotta
Yeah,
go. And so that's
that
where we are
ass.
with this. And I feel and it's plain as day, honestly, what how that was written. I mean, we're going to be
Exactly.
in
A
something
world
I don't think
very
in a
different from
whole world
ours.
that's not like he's not going to be out here trying to
So
buy a car
let's
or
jump in
nothing like
that.
that.
Let's jump in that part, right? It's set in a let's jump into the second section of this, which is it's
Yes.
set in a very different world from ours, far removed from the DCU. Heroes have been around for ages, and we'll see how it has affected this world's history and has shaped the DCU. So I don't want to just have this be a complete comparison to the DCEU or anything like that. But again, with the DCEU, things are very much set more realistically and more realism. with
Mm-hmm.
even Shazam. All of the heroes, all of the stuff, everything is more centered around characters and history that is real. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
like
Right.
same with the Amazonians, right? Like all of the Hercules, not just Hercules, but all of those Greek gods and everything around there. That is something that is
Huh?
also real to our universe. But
Yes.
the Green Lanterns and the other shit. That's where you also get way more fantastical with things, right?
Way
And
more. Exactly.
we didn't get to dive into that direction necessarily like we were going to in the DCEU. Same with
Mm-hmm.
Aquaman, right? That was also a little bit more grounded with how the whole everything was going. But in this, we're going to see, nah, bro, heroes have been around for, they didn't say years, they said for ages. So
Ages.
age is a huge word. Like, age is a huge word. Like, that covers a lot of time in a period, right? Like that is an era, bro. Like, that's basically an era. So, I think it's safe to say that they've probably been around since, like, maybe the 50s, right? Like, I think that's something
Yeah.
that might be
I think
safe to
that's fair.
say.
I think that's fair. I think it's
Uh,
fair because we're basically joining a broadcast already in production, right? Like we're already coming into this thing as it's already running. We're not
well,
starting from the beginning. You know what I
okay.
mean?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like these guys are here. These guys are here. We're just coming at a point in the story that's new for this guy.
Yeah.
Everyone else has already got their thing going on.
It actually
We're
might
just
be longer
following
than
this
the
guy.
50s because when I just Googled how long is an age, it says eras and ages are usually made up of more than 1 century. So it's more than 100 years.
Well, there we go.
That's
There we go. So
crazy, bro. I
we're
That's
talking. So if we're
crazy.
going by the
If
literal letter, then we're talking at least 100 years, right?
at least 100
So,
years of superheroes is
so
wild,
the
bro.
world has been already running on superheroes
Shit.
for
That's
this
crazy.
long, and we're coming into it at the start of this man's journey. And
So Justice
um,
Society could probably be a thing already and all that. Like we're
yeah, it could have
probably going
already
to be
existed.
getting thrown
Yeah,
into that
exactly,
type of world, right? Where the
exactly.
JSA was first. We had our OG superheroes and all of this stuff going on there. I'm down for that actually. That sounds
Yes,
fire, bro.
yes. So you got it because you can honestly take what we saw in Stargirl
Stargirl.
and
Oh
apply that in
yeah,
early
let's
history,
go, bro. Let's go.
right?
Let's go.
Right?
Stargirl.
You could take
Yeah,
what we saw
geez.
there and
Hell
apply
yeah.
that to early history.
Stargirl was
That's already
gas.
happened, basically. Right?
Stargirl was
That's
gas.
basically already happened as when we come into this setting. All of that shit is like history book stuff now. We're on the
Oh,
new wave, a new era,
yeah.
right? So I mean, in that regard, you can hell, we got history we can go off of with this
The Blue
now.
Beetle, all that
Hmm.
type of shit, right? The OG
Yeah,
Green
and
Lantern.
we're picking up Soups. And we're not even at the very beginning of Soups. He's already been running as a hero himself when we get
Facts,
into it.
facts. And that's
You
something
see what I'm
that
saying?
we really haven't seen too much of either. Like Man of
Right.
Steel
They're
is a year
already in
one
motion.
Superman, right? Like it's year one
Right.
Superman basically. The Batman, excuse me, is year two Batman. So we haven't got
Right.
to see the Christian Bale, quote unquote, Superman, where he's kind of been doing this shit for a little while
Already
at this
doing it.
point. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So already just those things alone, like you said, like I don't want to make it a comparison one to one either. But I
Yeah,
mean, this is all we got to go on right now. You know what I mean?
exactly, exactly.
So, and it's the only way to kind of really illustrate the point
Mm-hmm.
accurately to kind of show how much different it's going to be versus us just
Like
saying it's going to be different. We
super
can give you something
different.
to go off of, right? So I mean, they're polar opposites in pretty much every way. Now, when you break it down, and so we're talking 100 years already in at the very least. You know, the JSA
That's
could have
crazy.
ran from the 50s up until now. You know, we get the legacy, you got the I. Come on, man, that's it's so much you can do,
Bruh.
I
And
like that because it leaves so much room.
we never get to see some shit like that too. Like
No, we don't.
that is dope, bro. Like
So we got all of this room for story that we can use. and base it off of
Damn.
history that we know but haven't seen, because we're at a point after that's happened.
Damn.
So it's like
That's
basically opening up a
gas.
comic book in the middle of an arc.
which is so hard, bro. Like that's
That's
the way I
crazy.
like it,
That's
bro.
crazy. You got like a 5 point, a
I
5 issue
think we
arc,
make
and you
this.
jump in at issue 3. That's where we are.
I think we make this comparison a lot though, but the DCU is going to be Young Justice. Like that is what we're
Yeah.
getting thrown into. Like we're getting thrown into Young Justice world, but just not with the
Hmm.
kids. But we're getting thrown into Young Justice world with Superman. And Superman and
Yes.
Young Justice, the little bit we got to see was awesome, bro. It was dope
Yes.
seeing him not know how to deal with having a clone. That shit was awesome. And
That's
then coming to
wild.
grips with it. You know what I mean? And then they're like brothers afterwards. Like, bro, we don't
Exactly.
get to see shit like that happen too often. Young Justice is really the blueprint, but like, and
At
that seems like
100%.
where we're going,
100%.
especially with
At
the whole
1,000.
Batman Inc. and all that, right? Like Young Justice literally does
Yeah.
that as well,
Oh,
bro. Like literally, they literally do that at the end of Young Justice, bro.
they
Like it's
really
the
do. They really
blueprint,
do.
bro. It's the blueprint, bro. It's the blueprint.
See that it's two things. It's two things. It's Young Justice and then Justice League International. Like those are the two.
Oh, okay, okay.
Those are the two points of inspiration. I'll say for what we got going on and what to look forward to. So, I mean, just off of
I
that
hear you.
alone, man, it is in its nature completely different from what we've seen in Superman. Period. Not just with Cavill and Snyder,
Yeah,
just in period.
yeah,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
anybody who's donned the cape. Period.
Yes, and that's
So
why I do like. I think me and you have also made the comparison that this is going to be a homage to every Superman,
every single one of them.
not just like, oh, this is just traditional Superman. Like, nah, bruh, this is gonna be far more than just traditional Superman. And I think that's why they make a
Exactly.
note here to say shift to hardcore sci-fi and fantasy, which I don't think we
Yeah.
can say anything that we've seen from a live action Superman ever has been a sci-fi fantasy, really. Like
Right. Right.
like none of it has, right? Like even
Oh,
Smallville was like Smallville was basically just Man of Steel but young, like, you know what I'm saying? Like like that's
pretty much.
literally
Pretty much.
you don't even see bro really don the S ever. Like you don't really even ever see that shit happen
Right.
like that, bro. So
Right.
it's a completely different. We've seen a lot of takes on it. I mean, Superman and Lois though has a lot of vibes, but it doesn't have the sci-fi and fantasy. That's still very much a realistic world that they live in, you know. So
Super grounded. It is super grounded.
super grounded. Everything is super grounded with Superman since ever, bro. Like, and they've only been
Hmm.
able to capitalize on the Boy Scout or the super. Well, I don't know what to call Man of Steel because it's not the Boy Scout in the same way. It's more of I don't
Right.
know. I don't know what to call that other side of it. It's because it's like a Cub Scout.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but for real, like the Army Brat versus the Boy Scout. I guess that's really the best way to
Yeah.
kind of put it, right? Those are the
Yeah.
different takes you have right there. And then I don't. It's like, where do you? This next take will probably be somewhere in the middle of that. Like, I don't doubt that we're gonna see Superman be very conflicted about some shit, right? Like, I mean,
Right.
look at the first picture they dropped was bruh just casually putting on boots while there's a freaking there's an alien attack outside, bro. Like
It's going
we
down.
have never seen this type of shit happening before, bro. Like. And imagine if he is moving hella fast and all that is moving in slow motion behind him, and he just casually putting his boots
Still
on.
casual.
Like,
Guess
shit,
I'll put my
bro.
uniform
Like,
on.
I
Guess I'll go
guess
save the world again
here
today.
we go. Here I go saving the world again. You feel me? Like, bro, hell yeah! I want to see that type of Superman too, bro. I want to see it all, bro. I want to see it all, bro. So. And then we know he's gonna get arrested, right? Like we know there's
Yep.
a lot of stuff that's gonna be going on here, but it's like you can have him get arrested just like he did in the DCEU movies, right? Because he did get arrested. We did have the court scene and all that stuff going on. But we could
Yep.
do that and have it be completely different. And the whole crowd is filled with other superheroes that are standing up for Superman. Like, bro,
There you
they
go.
could do so much. They could do so many things the same, but completely different. And I love stuff like that, for real, for
Yeah. So, like I said, it leaves them a lot of room for story, for action, even.
real. Yeah.
So, I think the more we get about this movie, the more excited I get. And honestly, I think by the time this movie drops, people are going to be so curious that they're going to go see it. I think this movie will do enough for them to call it a W,
Okay.
box office
Okay.
wise,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
continue forward because at this point it's curiosity. Like even if you're
It's,
not a fan, you're like, well,
yeah,
okay, we
that's
haven't
true.
had a Superman movie in over a decade now, so
Yeah.
you know,
And then we're also
and
getting
people talk about it
Fantastic
like it
Four
still
the
just
same
happened, like it
year.
just happened yesterday. So it's like, might as
Yeah,
well.
that's true.
Why
That is
not?
true too.
So Superman movie. I haven't seen a Superman movie since 2013. 2015, whenever
Damn.
BVS came out. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So like,
yeah. Damn, that's
you
crazy.
know,
I didn't think about it in that way, bro. That's
we're
crazy.
literally like a decade off from Man of Steel and a little less from BVS, right? I think, yeah. And Justice League was 2017. So like, you know what I mean? Like we're so far removed from it just time wise.
Damn.
People still talk about it like it just happened, but in reality, dog, we are so far away from that stuff.
Yeah, that's
So it's
crazy.
like,
I didn't even think
why
about
not go
that
see
shit
it?
like that.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. And it's
you know
not
what I mean?
like
Like, you got
everybody
your
just
hardcore fans.
it's not like
You got your
everybody and
hardcore
their
fans on
mama
either
saw
side.
Black Adam.
So it was so to continue the point. Why not, right? So I think this movie is going to ride off of curiosity alone, and as long as it's
Yeah.
halfway decent, it'll be fine.
And I mean, think about it like this too, right? We're getting Fantastic Four that year. That's also a new beginning. Like 2024,
Mm,
2025 is very much the year of like new beginnings, low key. Like
facts.
starting at the roots of something and kind of showing quote unquote the first steps, right? Like of what this
Yeah.
universe will be looking like. So like, and I've heard a lot of people even make that comparison of the Fantastic Four. The First Steps is called that because it's gonna be looking at a universe where Kevin Feige is like, bro, this is what I would have did if I would have been able to have all of my characters from the jump, right? Like
Yeah.
these are the
Yeah,
first
that's
steps
fair.
that I would have taken if I could have taken them at the time, and that's very much what the DCU is now. It's like, okay, here are the things that I wish we could have done a long time ago that have just never been done. It's like,
Yep.
hey, we haven't been able to do these things since the conception of them, so why not do it now? I think I saw Mari Sue say something about that, right? She said, this is how you know a character is S tier. Superman Year One used to be in the 1930s, but they keep
Mm,
bumping it up. So think about that. If Superman
mm.
Year One is 1930s, right, bro? And just
Yeah,
imagine in the
1938, I
DC,
believe. Yeah.
just imagine in the DCU, that is when superheroes started in the same year that Superman started. That sounds like a super James Gunn thing to do, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
since the conception of Superman in real life is how long superheroes have been around in the DCU. That would already be a crazy establishment. Like that would, like we already said, like that would establish so much as far as characters go across the board. That would
Right.
be insane to see. That would be insane to see, bro. That would be insane to see. I would know what to do, to be honest, man. If we really like, if this movie is the thing that we all are kind of looking at it, like, because I think everyone sees what James Gunn is trying to do, and the people that aren't
Hmm.
excited are like kind of not excited because they think it'll never work. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's nothing you can say to them that's going to make them excited. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter. They weren't gonna
exactly.
like it regardless. So
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like trying to convince people one way or the other, I don't think it's going to work because those people, the people that were already convinced they don't like it. They were never going to like it, and the people that convinced that they do like it, you were never going to stray them away from liking it. So
That, yeah,
I
that's true.
believe that ultimately it's going to meet in the middle, and curiosity is going to take over for both sides, and that's where this is going to land.
And it's gonna just end there, like, bro, we all
It's just
here because we want to see what the hell is gonna happen. Like,
we just want to see, because here we go. Here we go. Wow. This is supposed to be something new. This is starting a whole new universe full of other heroes. This is the starting point. Let's
and
see what it is.
And speaking of a whole new universe, that goes perfectly into the final thing here. And it says the DCU will feature various projects set across different timelines, not just present day. So more in line with the approach of Star Wars rather than Marvel. So basically, what this means is, like we're saying right now, if the DCU has been around since the 1930s, or superheroes have been around since the 1930s, we could get a DCU movie set in the 1950s about the JSA, basically. So,
Correct.
and that would be canon to the JSA that probably led to the Justice League being formed or whatever, right? We could get these backstories, basically, which is, I think, actually is fire in a way, right? We can get backstories after we already know everything that's already going on.
to that point, Marisu said in the chat, heroes have been around for ages. I'm getting Earth 2 vibes, where the Justice Society was active in World War II. You could essentially get what you just said along with that. You get you a JSA movie.
That would be fire.
Just like we saw in an animated movie. You get you the JSA in World War II. You could get that. You could get that with what we have here.
And
knowing that heroes have been around. You see? Knowing that heroes have been around for that long, and we're coming into it down the line.
Oh my
God. You could, at one point later on, make a JSA movie set during World War II.
Oh, yeah.
And it will still be canon.
Yeah. That's the way to do it, bro.
It's the Star Wars line, right? We got the first trilogy, but it was actually the second trilogy. You know what I mean? It's just like that. It's just like that. We could essentially get those kind of things.
Like how we just got the Acolyte, and that's the freaking High Republic era. And you're like, oh shit, this is hundreds of years before where we were within Star Wars.
This is so far before where we are now. On top of that, the other thing they said, not even the same timeline, right?
Yeah.
So there's a caveat. There's another. We have characters that specifically have the innate ability to travel to other timelines, to other dimensions, to other worlds. We got Flash, we got Booster Gold, who's showing up soon. He's literally from a future timeline.
Yeah.
So we could have other movies set in that particular. We could have a Booster Gold movie set in Booster Gold's timeline, and then he comes to the proper DCU timeline at the end of that movie.
That's actually freaking
you see
crazy.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would be peak. I'm not gonna lie, that would be insane.
That's where we are. We got Flash, who is synonymous with the multiverse. He could be anywhere, on any timeline at any point.
That's hella true. I think,
and then somehow bring it back to the DCU.
So
you mean so all of these things work specifically for DC because this is kind of what they were built on. They just haven't been able to successfully get into it.
No, that's hella
so
true.
Now, if everything goes as planned and they make the money that they need to make, we can get that potentially.
Ooh.
Think about all of that. We could have a World War II JSA movie. We could have a Booster Gold Deep Future movie. We could have a Flash movie. Could be where he just
Vandal
literally
Savage,
goes
like Marisu just said.
Vandal Savage. You can do the Hawks. You could do Hawk Girl, Hawkman.
I speculated Vandal Savage would be the big bad ages ago. Hey, that would be badass. Could you imagine them setting up Vandal Savage as a villain across eras though? And then at the end of it, it's like he's Thanos at the big bad end.
And
but
with
he's
that,
been fighting people for years, bruh. Oh my god.
And with that, Hawkman and Hawkgirl with their ability to reincarnate.
Yup. Oh,
you see where we're going?
Oh shit. That would
You
be
see the
crazy,
potential here. The
bro.
potential here by setting this universe up the way it's being set up. There's so much potential. There's so many ways you can go. There's so many stories you can tell, and you can literally have an open comic book approach
Oh my
to
god.
your live action universe.
That's actually so peak.
Think about it,
That's
man.
actually so peak. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what we're
Like,
looking at, and and it's
whoa.
crazy that people are so in their feelings and they get closed off about it. Like I get it. I was one of
Yeah.
those guys who was pretty pissed about how things went.
I mean, yeah, I didn't like it either. I was hot. I mean, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say, like, Justice, the Snyder cut was freaking crazy, bro.
that was
Snyder cut
there was so
was
much momentum after that.
there was
And I
yeah,
was like,
that
oh
shit was
man. And then like it was
crazy.
said in the chat, they did all that teasing for Cavill. We put
Yeah,
Cavill at the end of Black Adam. He came out and even made an announcement himself
yeah.
on behalf of WB, and then the rug got pulled out. And so it's just like,
Cameos and teasers
it's
galore.
crazy. It's crazy. But but look where we are now though. Look where we are now. So
Hey,
we could get
I
something
already
great.
said it, bruh. Young Justice is the blueprint because Young
That's where
Justice
we are.
definitely
That's where we
showed
are.
Vandal Savage across ages as a badass villain doing shit. And
That's
then
where we
at the
are.
end, he grabbed all the things that he needed and conquered Warworld,
And,
bro. Like,
and
what the hell? Like, what? Like, and it was like, whoa, wait, what's happening? Is
yeah,
that,
yeah, this is my shit
wait,
now.
oh my God.
He just pulled up. He just
And then
pulled
he
up.
just had it for like the rest of the show, like until the
Yeah,
show
he just
ended.
pulled
Like,
up. And like,
it
yeah,
was
this
just
this is my shit
his.
now. I'm the captain
Yo.
now.
Oh, and
You
Marcy
answer to
said
me.
World crosses dimensions. So there you go with that too.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
Mm-hmm.
dope. That would be dope.
But that's where we are. And see, and I think this is going everything's going to end happily for both sides here because we got all of this happening with Gunn, and then we got WB playing nice with Snyder again anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
All I'm saying is I think everybody's gonna come out happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not too?
That's all
I
I'm saying.
think
I'm not trying
I
to
think
end any
stuff like
wars here, but all
Deadpool
I'm
and
saying is everybody gonna be
Wolverine and
happy.
all of these other things, I think it's really showing these other companies what they can do, right? Spider-Man No
Yeah.
Way Home, Deadpool and Wolverine. I think those two alone are like, okay, bruh, when you actually do give some fan service, it's a good
Mm-hmm.
thing, bruh. And fan
It's
service is a
okay.
good thing. That's why I'm
It's okay to
so
cater
mad
to
at
the
people
fan.
that it's crazy that there are fans that are mad about fan service and call it cash grabby bullshit. It's like, bro, this is the reason why these companies didn't want to do it in the first place is because they thought it was cash grabby bullshit. So they're over here trying to do everything they can to not do the thing that everyone wants them to do because it's obviously the thing that everyone wants them to do. But then they do it,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're all like, hell yeah, give us more of that, and then they do, and they're like, oh no, they're giving us more fan service. They're just doing this to please the fans. Like, bro, is that a bad thing? What are we talking about? What are we?
They
So
need
you
this money,
don't
bro.
want them to
They need
please
this
the
money.
fans? All right, I understand. You
Just
don't.
saying, if they don't make money, then they don't have a job. That's all
Like,
I'm
bro,
saying.
what are we talking about, bro?
That's all I'm saying. I mean,
Like, do
we can
y'all know
call it what you
anything
call it
about
what you want to
comics,
call it. It
bro?
is. We can call it a cash grab for sure, for sure. But at the end of the day, it makes money, right? That's all
Yeah.
that matters. That's how you keep getting these movies. Why do you think Fast and Furious got so many freaking movies? They got like 82 movies now. You know why? Because they all make
Cars
like
and
800,000
spirits.
to a billion. Come on,
Facts.
we will sit here and watch these movies that don't make no fucking sense at all, and they're
But
gonna
when
keep pumping
Marvel
them out.
does it,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah. It's okay for Fast and Furious to do it. Okay for Fast and Furious to do it. Fast and Furious made movies that didn't even do anything that had nothing to do with another, and then 2 movies later they connect them. Like, oh yeah, by the way, that guy that died 2 movies later, he didn't.
he
Like
never
what?
died.
He
Brett
never
tucked and
died.
rolled.
It just looked like it.
Brett that jumped out of
What
the
does it make
plane.
sense?
He tucked and rolled when he landed. He's good now.
That he tucked it wrong. He's okay. He landed in a very high patch of grass. Everything's fine.
Yeah, it's
That, that
crazy.
that's what this is. And so yes, you can call it a cash grab, absolutely. But if I know that catering to these people are going to make the people come to me and they're going to spend all their money and I'm going to keep hitting these
Yeah,
record highs,
yeah, facts.
who, what, why would I not? Why would I not? Please tell me if you had a product that you were selling and you knew if you did this one thing, it'll send it to the moon, are you gonna not do that one thing and take the L? No. Give me my W.
Yeah, give me my
Yeah,
dub.
absolutely. We're gonna put listen, I'm gonna Sony this thing up. Call Garfield again, call McGuire again, bring them all in. Bring the
I'm
foe
gonna
back.
Sony this thing up is
I'm a Sony this
crazy.
shit up, bro. Get Alpha Molina and old ass back in here for another ride. Let's go. Let's
Nah.
go. Can we move? Hey,
Someone call
I'm
Willem.
telling you, I'll get everybody. I get everybody, man. True. Play with me if you want. I get Topher Grace in that mug. Come on, Topher. Let's go.
Nah, bro.
I'll
Hey,
bring
I
I'll,
mean,
I'll bring
why
the worst
not
Venom
though?
ever. Come on, dog. Come on.
Grab
Gotta get
every
the fans
single
looking.
body ever since ever. Which is literally the point of Secret Wars, mind you. You know,
The, the
like
entire the
let's take.
entire figure point, and I promise you, people will find a way to use that as a reason to be mad.
It's like, bro, they
That's just
gave
the entire
like
point.
Venom would have never been a thing without cash grab. Like,
Without
think about that, right?
without cash grab.
Like, without the cash grab, Venom doesn't exist.
Like, don't we get the Harley Quinn is the same way, dog. We don't have a
Facts,
Harley Quinn if
facts.
there's no cash grab. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
Come on, bro.
it's there, bro. We gotta do it. Marisu said that fan service is like food service. It's good when it's good, and when it's served to me.
There you go.
Yes,
There
sir.
you go.
It's like pizza. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind no pizza. You know, especially when the delivery is free. You feel me? Like what? I'm
Yeah.
gonna be mad at free delivery pizza. You feel me?
Ooh.
You feel me?
Ooh. So I like what McT says in the chat here. Said imagine at some point James does this on Take a Crisis and we get Henry meeting David.
Yeah, that would be fire, bro.
That's possible, man. That's possible. At this point, if
Would be
where it's
fire.
going, especially if WB is playing nice with Snyder and everyone else, completely on the table.
That would be insane. I'm not
And
gonna
imagine,
lie.
imagine what that would do. We just got 3 spiders in one film, dog.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
put Henry Cavill and David Cornsweet together. What if you start throwing in Tyler Hoechlin? Let's Sony this shit with the Supermans.
That's wild.
What if we start doing that? What if y'all brought Dean Cain back? That's where we are.
Yo, so many possible. It's crazy, bruh. I'm here for it. I'm here for the cash grab, low key. I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
Facts. Facts.
if I'm gonna give
What
them
are
my
we
money,
doing?
if I'm giving them my money, I want them to know that I want to give them my money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like, hey, bro, I want to give you my money, so give me something awesome. And then they give me something
I'm
awesome.
saying
How can I
paying
be
you.
mad at
I'm
that?
paying you.
How can I be mad at
I'm
that? What?
paying you. Hold on. We got cats like Kiwi in the chat that like to drop 22. They like to go see the movie 22 times. I'm
Bro,
saying if
I
you're gonna drop
forgot about
$1,100,
that,
man.
bro.
You're gonna drop $1,100. I'm saying you better put 3 Supermans in my motherfucking DC film. That's all I'm saying.
Yo. Oh man, bro, I forgot, bro. Dropped $1,100 on Deadpool and Wolverine.
Bro, said that.
I forgot about that shit. That man's was in there, bro.
You my dog, Kiwi. You my dog, bro. That's crazy.
Bro single-handedly got him to a Billy. You feel me? Like, bro did his motherfucking
On a mission.
part. You know what I mean?
On a mission.
Yo, oh man. But what's up with the McT, by the way? What's happening, G? How you doing, bruv?
Yeah.
My guy said, my most anticipated DCU film is Women of Tomorrow, and my show is Lanterns. Yeah, bro, both of those are gonna be gas.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Those are good projects to be looking forward to.
Kiwi said, love you, bro.
Nah, Kiwi hilarious, bro.
Kiwi's wild, bro. Marisu said, you can't tax me silently. Okay. You got taxes. You said Topher has aged with grace. And bruh's name is Topher Grace. You know what you got taxed for. You know what you got taxed for? Which you know we don't do the dad jokes around here.
That's funny.
What
That's
do you
funny.
think about bringing the original actor for Spider-Man, Nick Hammond? Bring them all back, like we was just saying for show.
Cash
Bring back
grab it. Sony that shit up.
Constantine. I think you should get taxed for that, Constantine Kiwi. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna lie.
tax.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
think you
crazy.
should
That's
get
crazy.
taxed for that, bro. Yeah, I don't know
But yeah,
about
but
that
but
one.
but there is they are doing Constantine too. That's just in a holding pattern right now. Of Kiwi, Keanu is coming back for another Constantine for a Constantine sequel. Rather,
That
it's
would be
just
that's insane. I haven't seen that
it's in a
movie.
holding pattern right now.
I haven't seen
So
Keanu Reeves Constantine. Is it good?
oh, it's okay. It's okay. It was
If
it got
you
a lot
say
of
it's
flack.
okay, G, I know.
Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. It got a lot of flack because it was kind of a departure from what Constantine is comic wise. So it kind of made people.
Oh, okay.
But like, if you can,
Have we got an accurate live action Constantine? Because I know there was the Constantine
yes,
show. I know he popped up in
Matt Ryan on Legends of
Matt
Tomorrow.
Ryan. Okay, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Because he got his own. Didn't he
Yeah,
get like an own spin-off show that only had like one
he had
season?
his own show and it
And
got
then he
canceled.
popped into Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, it was on, but he got kind of screwed because they was coming on like NBC on like Friday nights or something like that, and it's like that kind of show at that time block. He had a
Oh.
weird time block on top of that,
I loved him
so he
in
kind of got
Legends of
screwed.
Tomorrow on DC Legends of Tomorrow, bro. He was awesome. Like he
Oh,
was
he
he
was like
was
one of the best characters on there, man.
yo, like when he popped up, I was like, hell yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, he was
Like
perfect.
hell
He was
yeah.
perfect. He
That
was perfect. Like
yeah,
that
bro. I
was
really like
Constantine,
that.
bro.
I
That
really
was
liked him.
Constantine.
Yeah, he was
So
dope, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna frame it. I'm gonna frame it for you. I'm gonna frame it for you.
Okay.
Keanu's Constantine was basically Henry Cavill's Superman.
Oh, oh
Granted,
shit.
think how
Okay.
far ago that was. It was before its time, so it got a lot of flack. It got a lot of hate. But going back, you can appreciate it after seeing it. After
Yeah,
seeing
for
it, you're like,
sure.
you know what? This actually wasn't a bad movie. It just got a lot of flack because it was a departure from. He was completely opposite of Matt Ryan. The Matt Ryan that we saw on Legends Tomorrow, Keanu wasn't exactly that. It was
Bruh, he was
Keanu being
bruh,
Keanu, smoking. You know what I'm saying?
bruh, Matt Ryan did his shit, bro. Anytime
Bro,
he was doing
bro.
a spell, anytime he was acting like, anytime he was doing anything, bro, I was like, he made that
Listen,
show significantly better. Like it's actually insane.
absolutely.
And I already
I
liked the
wanted, I
show. You know what I
wanted,
mean? I
I
liked
want
him.
him to be Constantine in the DCU. That's where I'm at with that. Like,
I'm there with you. Let's
listen,
petition
Gunn.
that shit because like
I'm
he
saying
was
Gunn need to
solid.
bring if he bring anyone back, it need to be Matt Ryan.
Yeah, he did the damn thing, bro. I
If he bring
remember
anyone
even
back,
Remy when I
that's
was
the dude.
watching it, she was like, "Yo, is that Constantine? Yo, that's awesome!" She
Bro,
don't even know what's going on. She
perfect,
like, "Bro, this is awesome." I
perfect,
was like, "Bro, he was awesome. He
bro.
was doing spells. He was doing dark magic. You know what I mean? Bro was doing it, bro.
Spot
Like,
on, bro.
yeah,
Spot
that
on.
shit was fire, bro.
Yeah,
He
he
did
was dope.
not he did not mess around at all, and his
He was
story was
dope. That man
dope.
came in.
Yeah, everything about him
Yes,
was lit, G. Everything
he was
about him was lit.
perfect. Because like he got an unfair shot, and I say the same for Lucifer. Like kind of had an unfair shot with where they were placed, and so when they brought him back in, I was like, all right, because it's like, well, they're not going to revive the show; they're just going to bring him in. I was like, well, that works,
Yeah.
and boom, it was perfect. It was a perfect match. So, yeah,
Oh, he does
yeah.
pull up
I
on
need that.
Lucifer, huh?
Yeah,
Bro does
yeah.
pull up on Lucifer. He's like, "Hey, what's up, G? I need a favor, man." He's like, "Oh, what?" Like, bro, come on, Constantine. I was like, "What the?" I was like, "Hey,
Yeah,
that's freaking Lucifer, bro." I
that's
was like,
yeah,
I,
man.
was,
Yeah, so
I forgot that show was DC, bro. No cap, that show
yeah,
was
because
yeah.
they had licensed it out to I don't forgot what station that was
Yeah,
on.
that shit came on cable. That's
Yeah,
how
it came
long
on
that was
cable,
ago.
and they got a bad rap. I think it went like 3 seasons, and then they canceled it.
Mm-hmm.
But then Netflix was like, "Hold up,
Bro,
cancel."
imagine what Lucifer could be if they went like the Sandman route with it.
Mm,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you
mm.
know what I mean?
If they got there first,
Exactly.
if they had gotten to Netflix instead of cable, absolutely, oh
Oh,
banger.
God, Sandman was a
Banger.
banger. I'm not gonna lie. I
Because even
really
after
like
Netflix
Sandman.
got it, the 2 seasons they did were pretty good. Were pretty good, and I was
I
happy
forgot they
that they got a
revived it.
proper ending. They got a proper ending, so I was very happy for that. But imagine if they had it from the get go.
Damn, yeah, that shit could have been crazy. Did that show get
So
because at the beginning of the show, it's not like super Lucifer-y, you know, it's more of just like
yeah,
a
yeah,
daytime cop show at first, you
yeah. They
know.
ease into it. They ease
Do they?
into
I
it.
was about to say, do they ease into it more? Because I didn't watch a lot of Lucifer.
Yeah, they ease into it, and so like once it gets there, though, it's there.
Oh, okay, so it
Once
goes
it gets
to it
there, it's
goes
there.
there then.
Yeah, yeah. Once
Oh,
he gets
okay,
there,
cool,
he's
cool,
there.
cool, cool,
So
cool.
it had a whole save campaign and everything. Like Twitter was going nuts, and the online was going nuts. Hashtag Save Lucifer, which
Oh,
sounds nuts, but
oh, okay.
yeah,
Save the
yeah, yeah.
devil.
That's
All
yeah,
right,
save the
bet.
devil, right?
Ew.
Crazy. So like, yeah, it was that. It had a lot of love. It had a lot of connection with the fans. So
That's dope.
Netflix did everyone a solid and was like, we got y'all. So like Netflix became everybody's favorite homie after that.
All right, before we wrap things up, I got just one more, I guess, question of like what we're kind of talking about already. Did you like Dead Boy Detectives? Is that what it's called?
Yes, I did, and what I
Because that's
liked how
DC, isn't
they
it? Or is
that's
that not?
DC. They snuck them in. They snuck them in
Okay.
on Doom Patrol. They had a
Okay.
couple
Okay.
episodes. They had a couple
Oh,
features on in the
really?
Doom Patrol series. Yeah, yeah. That's where they came from. They got the spinoff from the Doom Patrol show.
The same
Um,
characters?
they
Or
recasted them. They
okay,
recast
okay.
it.
I was
They
okay. I was just
recast
making.
it.
Okay, I
But
got you. I
the
got
the
you.
concept was dope. So
Yeah.
I think I loved it. I loved it because it was in the same vein as Doom Patrol, and they kept true to the characters, how they operate, and all that good stuff. So yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I liked it too. I just recently watched it and I was like, yo, this is wild, bro. I didn't know what
Yeah,
was.
they went
Yeah,
there. They
they
went there.
went there, bro. They went there, and I like that I like that they went there. Like they went there with Dead Boy Detectives. They went there with Sweet Tooth. Is that what it's called?
Sweet too.
Uh,
That's a
you
DC property
feel
too.
me? Yeah, they went there with all those little DC properties that they got their hands on. All the little DC
Hmm.
properties and sub DC properties, you know, because some of them are like,
Right.
it's DC, but it's not technically DC. It's technically this, but
Yeah.
DC bought them, so now that's this. But it's actually, you know what I mean? All that shit. They did a really solid job with it. So I want to see more of it for real. Like I want to see
For
more.
sure. For sure. We need that. And I like these streamers like Netflix and Amazon, like those two, they're really like doing their thing when they get their hands on these IPs. They're like, yo, we got you. We
Caped
got you. So,
Crusader,
like,
bro. Bro, I need season
man,
2 of Caped Crusader now.
I'm telling you, though, like they don't play around. They get them and they ride and they let them things go.
Yeah, bro. Wild. Wild to have my adventures with Superman and then the Caped Crusader like at the same time,
Dude,
almost, and they'd be
dude,
super polar opposites of each other. That was
dude,
wild.
complete opposites.
Man, I loved that. Do you have anything else that you want to bring up or make a note of before we get up out of here, brother?
Nah, man, I think we covered pretty much everything in detail and everything in between, all the tangents, all the offshoots. We went there. We did it. We
Hey,
did a
man,
thing. So
that's what we
much
be
love.
doing. You
Appreciate
feel me?
everybody.
For real, for real.
Jeez, man.
We be through the crevices. All right. So, yo, next week is where's that? I was just looking at it. Next week is Agatha All Along, ladies and gentlemen, and the Penguin. What? What,
Yeah,
the
Penguin
Penguin
drops
and
too.
not the same
We got
night, bruh. I think they're
not
the
the, we
same
got
night.
Penguin coming.
I think
We
they're the
got
same
Agatha
night.
coming. Like
Oh
we are in
no.
for some good. We're in for some good stuff, man.
Oh no. I think it's the
They
same
cooking.
night.
Marvel and DC going at it. I love it.
Hell nah. They can't go at
This is
it,
what we
bruh.
need. This is what we need, bro. We
Nah.
need this.
I
We
don't,
got
bro.
Agatha, then
I ain't gonna be
Penguin.
able to cover them both. That's the same night. I need to be able to do a watch party for these things. Yo, because I'm looking at my calendar and because Agatha is going to be different times. Oh, they're doing a prime time release for the Penguin. So
Ooh,
9, 8
finally.
Central is gonna. What is that?
God, about damn time.
6? That's 6 for us. Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go. So 6 o'clock for the Penguin, and then midnight releases for Agatha all along. It's gonna be
Okay.
stacked. It's gonna be stacked. So
Okay.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays are gonna be crazy.
Yeah, we're cooking.
Oh my
We're
god.
cooking.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's lit. I
Yeah,
have
Trisha
not
was pretty
watched a
close.
single episode of Rings of Power, and I don't know if I plan to of season 2. That
Crap, I
is.
forgot to. I still gotta watch last week's episode.
I haven't watched any
I
of it
just
at
it's so
all.
many things on, dude. There's so many things. Like I watched Terminator Zero over the weekend.
I need to watch that still. Was it solid
Oh,
or
it's a
what?
banger.
A
It's a
banger?
banger, dude.
Shit. All
Oh
right,
my
I'm definitely gonna
goodness.
watch that so I can do a video on
Oh,
it. I definitely
it's
gotta.
a heater. It's a
Oh
heater for
yeah.
sure. So it's eight.
Is
I think
that
it's eight
canon?
episodes.
That's
I
not
think it's eight
canon, right?
episodes.
That's not
No, I
like
don't think so.
Terminator
I
canon
don't
or
think so.
anything. Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay. Yeah,
But
I'm
it's definitely
definitely
worth the
gonna check
watch.
that out.
8 episodes. I think they're around 30 minutes a pop, somewhere around there. Yeah. Easy watches. So yeah,
Oh yeah, definitely checking that out.
definitely jump in that when you get some time on your hands. Knock out a few episodes here. I did it in 2 weekends. I watched like the first 4 one weekend and then finished the next 4 the next weekend. And I was like, damn, this is good shit.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, and
God, it
Transformers
got
1 is
wild.
next
It
week.
got wild.
Oh shit.
So.
Yeah, Transformers 1, the movie, releases next week. We have Agatha All
Oh,
Along, the
that's
show,
right.
releasing next week. We have The Penguin releasing next week. And next week is Netflix's Geeked Week. God damn, it's about to be
Ooh.
crazy, bro. It's about to be insane. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Next week is about to be crazy.
Forgot about Netflix Geek Week.
Oh my god, bro. It's about to be stacked.
Oh wow, it is a great time to be a nerd, man.
Man, what in the world? I feel like we end these shows saying that every time, bro. It's a
Bro,
great time to
we in
be
the
a
pocket,
nerd
man. This is perfect.
because
We are in the
god
pocket,
damn.
and they
Oh,
are
I'm
feeding
pumped.
us. They are feeding us.
Bro.
They found it. They found the lane. They found
Yo,
us.
we're stacked. We're stacked. We're gonna have complete paradigm shifts with the Penguin and Agatha all along. That's
I
freaking
was just
dope,
thinking
bro.
about that,
That
dude.
is
I was like,
freaking
you know
dope.
how much of a swerve that's gonna be watching one and then going to the other.
Yo, yeah, that's gonna be intense, man. That's gonna be intense
Yeah.
because you know the acting in the Penguin is also gonna be on 1,000. Like it's gonna
Oh,
be on
top
a level
tier.
of 1,000, bro. And you know Agatha is going to be insane. It's going to be insane. So, bro, I can't wait for that. Yeah, I'm hyped. So chat,
Hell yeah.
just chat. That's what you guys gotta look forward to next week. Is we got all that stuff coming. We got book
Yeah, I
club
got homework.
happening this week. It's facts, hella homework. Yo, y'all got comic book homework too. You feel me? Make sure you guys hit up your local comic book store and go and get all the comics you can. What?
Just reading the comments.
What? Okay, so I was just
Oh,
informed that Penguin premieres on Tuesday, and then it's going to be switching to a Sunday release. Is that right?
that's insane.
Yeah, so it's going to premiere on Tuesday, and then it switches to Sundays at 6 o'clock. So that's...
Sure, WB.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that's about, but
Sure, guys. That makes
hey,
sense.
we're here for it, I guess.
Whatever.
That's insane. All right. Nah, $1 million budget and it's trash. $1 billion budget and it's trash.
That's what I was laughing at. That's what I was laughing at.
Rings of Power is still duty. Yo. Yo. Yeah, I that show was I tried, man. I really liked that show.
I
And
tried.
then I just didn't, bro. Like I just didn't. And then I never watched the last 2 episodes until like a month ago. And then I watched the final 2 episodes and I was like, "Oh, this is badass. I'm actually kind of excited for the next season." And then I watched that trailer and that was pretty badass too. And then when they said that they were releasing 3 episodes at once, I was like,
Hey, bro, that's a task. That is a
like, you know
task.
what? I don't know if I care that. I don't know if I care enough about this show to watch 3 episodes.
Nah, bro.
Back to
I
back to back to
pace
back
myself. Like
and
I'm
a
not gonna
watch
do that.
party, bro. Like, yeah, man.
You got patience. So like Bel Air did that shit too. They released like the entire season in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, nah, bruh.
You know,
Like
like the
Arcane.
first week
Now,
was 3 episodes.
when
The
Arcane
second
comes
week was
out and
2.
they drop 3
Yeah.
episodes, I'm watching them bitches all at once.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know
gonna
what I'm
watch
saying? I
that.
love
Yeah.
Arcane, bro. Arcane is fire. Like Arcane is amazing. But Rings of Power? I still haven't even watched the movies,
Like those
bro. I'm
shows,
not
like
gonna
I
lie. I
like
still
it.
ain't
I
even seen the
like it, but
movies. So.
it's a task. It's a task. Like I gotta like, you're right, all right, I'm putting some time aside, or I'm gonna like do it while I'm working or something,
Man,
because
exactly.
it's a task to sit in one spot to watch an hour and some change long episodes of these things and then do it again, back to back, and then do it again. Like, all right, you
And
know what? I got like
sometimes shit
things to
don't
do.
even be happening. Like they just be
Yeah, it's like, you know, I got things to do,
walking and
man. I got
talking everywhere. Like I understand that's like what Lord of the Rings is about, is walking and talking and journey and all that. But bruv, nah, G. No, not for me.
yeah. Yeah, I take my time with it. I ain't in no rush. I'm gonna watch it, but you know, I ain't in no hurry.
What? The
I'm
Penguin
back in this
release
chat here.
the Penguin
He
premieres
hasn't
on
watched the
Thursday.
movies.
Skip a week.
Oh man, facts. Yeah, parents, definitely a parent. Oh, how young are you?
So
Oh,
so so we're getting a okay, this is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, the Penguin has the weirdest release in the history of releases ever, you guys, okay? So, it does not release on Tuesday. Penguin releases on Thursday at 5:30 next week, and then at 6, my bad. It releases at 6 on Thursday next week. It skips a week,
huh?
and then it releases on Sundays.
How many? All right. Are they doing more than one episode for the initial drop? Because that is just confusing.
I have no
That's
idea.
just
Is it just
confusing.
one episode for the drop? Yeah, it's
Like, at
dropping one
least give me
episode. They're dropping they're
no,
dropping one episode on Thursday,
no.
and
What?
then they're gonna skip a week and then drop one episode every week. After that, starting on the
What
29th.
the fuck is happening the following week? Normally,
I don't know. Maybe is it a game? That Thursday
that's what
night
I'm thinking.
football,
I'm like,
maybe.
I don't think there's any event
Thursday night,
happening that
yeah.
big.
Oh yeah, Thursday night football, right? That gotta be it. It gotta be because of Thursday night football, bro. There's no other reason.
And that's dumb.
No, but then they
Do
switch it
this
to
shit on
Sunday.
Sunday then. Yeah, which is
Because
all
Sunday
day
is also
football.
football. Yeah, so never mind. No, that's stupid either way. I don't understand. They should have just kept it for Tuesday. They
Do it
should
on
have put it on
Tuesday. God
Tuesday.
damn. Do
Yeah.
it on
They should have
Tuesday.
did it on Tuesday. Like that would have been the best day.
Jeez.
Hey, I swear that these executives don't look at release schedules for other stuff. Like, and that
They
has to be
don't.
the
They
stupidest
just,
thing ever,
just
bro.
do shit.
Especially when a movie changes its release schedule after another movie is announced. It's like, bro, did you not know? Like, did you not know that this movie was going to be coming out? I know we didn't know because we're just normal people, but you guys didn't know that they were working on an Avatar movie and it was going to be releasing in December? You didn't know that they were doing casting calls for this movie? Like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's happening? Like, whose idea was this, bro? Like, I don't get it.
It's wild. It's wild.
He hasn't watched the movies. How young are you? Aren't you a parent? What are you talking about? Whatever, Marisu. Hey, just because everybody in here is collectively old people, y'all don't have to get at me because I'm young. You feel me? Yo, okay. I be trying to respect my elders, but you feel me? Don't come for me.
That shit funny.
Marisu, you know you're like 63 years old, all right? Don't come for me. Don't come for me. I know that you were already 30 when The Lord of the Rings came out, so I know that it was super cool to you.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man. But yeah, so jam-packed week next week. It's gonna be amazing. Can't wait to see the Penguin and see what's going on there. Also hyped for Agatha all along. I'm really excited for Transformers 1. I've heard legit nothing but fantastic things about that movie from everybody that has seen it early access. Like, everyone that has seen that movie early has said that they freaking love it. And I heard someone also say that Transformers 1 is so good that it actually took the place in their heart from every other Transformers movie that we've ever got live action.
Oh,
Included.
wow.
So, like, I've heard crazy good things about it. They were like, yo, this movie is so good that it makes me forget about the live action Transformers. So I'm like, damn, bro, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
And this is said by huge Transformers fans. That's why they've had early access screenings and all this shit. So I'm like, bro, I don't know what the hell is going to happen next. Like, bro, I don't know. Like, I don't even know what that means, to be honest. My brain really can't even fathom what they've been saying about this movie, because I freaking love the Transformers movies, bro. And I'm not a huge Transformers nerd or anything like that, but I've had a lot of Transformers fans come out the woodwork since I did the trailer reaction and talking to me and telling me lore stuff. So, yeah, people are hyped for this movie, and so am I. I'm not gonna lie. But
Yeah, I definitely want to see it.
Yeah, so Transformers 1, Rings of Power, if anyone cares, is next week. And then Agatha All Along and the Penguin. We're stacked next week for sure. Oh, and Netflix Geeked Week. Hopefully we get some One Piece and or the One Piece news. I would love to hear about the One Piece for sure. That would be amazing.
Oh, yeah. Some more casting announcements or something. Mm-hmm. At least. Give me a trailer or something.
Yeah, for sure. Give me a trailer. Or give me a first look at, what's her name? I can't think of her name. That's about to be.
Oh, the doctor?
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Just give us a look at her, you know what I'm saying? That'll be
I need all that.
Dope.
I need all that.
Dope, for sure. But with all that being said, Beezy, I definitely appreciate you, my guy, for being with me here yet again. Another fantastic Monday. Another marvelous Monday, I should say, in the books, man.
Yes, indeed.
Talked about a whole bunch of nerdy shit today, brother.
It was fun. The chat was live. I love it. They got us going with that Jason Momoa stuff.
Yo,
jeez.
That Jason Momoa shit took up like 50 minutes by itself, bro.
Oh my God,
shit was
bro.
Crazy. I can't wait to tell everybody about that shit, bro.
You can't plan that kind of stuff. That's just happy. Like, you had to be here,
bro. That shit
it's one of those you had to be here moments, man. That's crazy.
That shit was insane, bro. I can't believe how many movies bro was in. Like, bro's been acting 16 years old, bro. Like, what?
We'll watch this man grow up. That's crazy.
Bro's grew up as a background actor, bro. Excuse me? Like, what the hell? I can't believe it. He's literally been the creepy guy off to the side in hella movies. Like
that is insane. I cannot believe that.
That shit gotta be a Mandela effect, bro. Because I can't believe it.
Insane, bro.
Brudden went back in time and inserted himself in movies. I don't care what nobody says.
Jump in the background of all these movies.
Bro, deadass. That definitely was insane, bro.
Jeez.
Oh, yo, I could not believe it. That shit was hilarious. Yo, but yeah, yo, I definitely appreciate everybody for vibing with us, for tuning in with us. Omnipig is a fascist. Don't you dare talk about Omnipig like that. He will pull up on that ass, okay? Now he has to be here for the rest of the outro since you called upon him. Why did you call upon this guy? No one wanted to be here. Where is he? Where is Omnipig?
There we go.
Oh, there you are. So, with all that being said, I definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in with us on today's episode of Marvel Bros. It was awesome. We definitely was nerding out, talking about Spider-Man, talking about Superman, talking about X-Men from the Ashes. And again, R.I.P. to the late and great and man, the myth, the legend, James Earl Jones, man. It's been a crazy episode. It's been a crazy day, for real. And I hope everybody has a marvelous rest of their day. And as I always say, stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Mark Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.markbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.
On today's pop culture news update.